Additional fees may apply.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
All right, it's Super Bowl weekend. And we get started with this edition of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hopefully you have had a good week. You're going to have a restful, fun, exciting weekend and some good football coming up your way on Sunday night. Bradford White Water Heaters brings you the 6 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show. Bradford White is here for the pro. I was glad I had the Bradford White water heater in the apartment today because yesterday the apartment had taken too much sun during the afternoon. So I checked the thermostat. I laid down for a nap, and I checked the thermostat. It's 78 degrees in the apartment because the sun beats down on
I couldn't sleep
side.
in that.
So I had to turn on the air conditioner. So I turned the air conditioner so it would get down to 68. Well, I never turned the heat back on. And I woke up this morning. I'm saying, man, it's freezing in here. It was 60 in the apartment.
It
was 60 in the apartment.
That hot shower never felt so good.
Yes, that Bradford White. Thank you very much. All right, this Sunday is more than just the end of the NFL season. It's the end of the most improbable, odd NBA season ever. It's something that also, to me, makes me proud. There was such a strong contingent of people who continuously, over and over, said the NFL shouldn't and that the NFL couldn't attempt to even play this year. Guys playing football, they're going to be sweating on each other. They're going to be breathing on each other. They can't play. 2 national columnists predicted that there would be 7 to 10 NFL players that would die. Yes, they were playing amateur epidemiologists, saying that 7 to 10 NFL players would die if they even attempted to play in the pandemic. But instead, the smarter people prevailed, embracing the spirit that founded the country, and we're going to see a champion crowned on Sunday. And I'm being honest, I watch the Super Bowl every year, but I always lament a bit when my team isn't in the game. I'm excited to see the game. I like the wagering on the game. I like getting together and being at a fun party-type atmosphere for the game. But now that I've seen a championship, it makes me appreciate the title of the 2017 season even more this morning. And it makes me wish that we will be doing this show telling you about a Super Bowl Sunday that will involve our Eagles somewhere in the near future. But the question is, should I drop the word near? And that's where we begin this edition of the John Kincade Show with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and Eric Camille driving around in a brand new Range Rover this morning as I pulled into the lot. We start the John Kincade Show here on Friday. Should I drop near future? I can dream of near future, right? There's nothing wrong with dreaming.
You can dream whatever you want.
So I'm dreaming near future.
Yeah.
But I can dream.
Keep dreaming is all I can tell you. Yeah, there's no near future Super Bowl for this organization, I fear. We've talked about it before. What are you grasping with this organization? A 39-year-old head coach who's never been a head coach in the league, a staff of guys that are going to get carded when they go out for beers after a game, a quarterback situation that couldn't be any worse than anybody else in the league, plugging holes, so many holes that you have to fill that you might use your number 6 draft choice and maybe probably should on a position that you've taken number 1 before in the last few years. Like, what? I have no idea where this organization is going. And to have dreams, that's exactly what it is. It's a dream, John, and it's a faraway one at that.
Okay, here's where I will say to Jamie Lynch as we begin the conversation today. The Philadelphia Eagles, 7-9 to Super Bowl champions. Then we have, last year, we watch a San Francisco 49ers team play in the Super Bowl that was, 6 and whatever the year before. We see teams that can turn this thing around. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were a losing team last year. They're in the Super Bowl on Sunday. So I wonder if the gloom and doom that people seem to have about this franchise right now is a bit overstated, considering I just rattled off 3 teams in the past 4 years that have been losers, and then the next year they're in the Super Bowl.
Well, it makes me think of the question I asked Dan Orlovsky 2 weeks ago that was, does anything other than quarterback matter? And I think he took it a little too literal from me.
Literally?
Yes. I think there's 2 ways to win in the NFL. You have an absolutely dominant defense, which San Fran had, or you have a franchise quarterback. And everybody that was able to turn it around, from the Eagles from 7-9, they had Carson Wentz performing at that level, and then they had Nick Foles catch magic in a bottle. The Bucs have Tom Brady. The San Fran had a dominant defense.
They did.
And I don't see either of those options coming to the Eagles next year. The more reports coming out, Ian Rappaport, Mike Garafolo, all these guys, it certainly looks like Carson Wentz is not going to be here. And if that's the case, I don't see where the turnaround comes from.
Okay, Bucs were a losing record last year. They're in the Super Bowl. 49ers were a losing record the year before. They were in the Super Bowl last year. Then we go to the Eagles versus the Patriots. They had a losing record. They were in the Super Bowl. Year before that, Falcons, losing record in the Super Bowl. The year before that, Carolina Panthers, losing record in the Super Bowl.
It's pretty interesting.
We're in a string, Pat Egan, where we're now 6 of 7 years or 7 of 8 years where a team with a losing record ends up in the Super Bowl the next year.
Yeah, and I expect probably a team with a losing record to be in the Super Bowl again next year. It just won't be the Eagles. I mean,
you guys are wet.
Like I love your. No, normally Jamie's the one with the cockeyed optimist attitude.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as most people think. I just don't think they can get there.
Yesterday we talked about the 40-1 odds, Pat, that the sports books have the Giants and the Redskins and the Washington football team at 66-1 for next year, and the Eagles are at 40-1.
Yeah, I'm not buying into that at all.
You just think they know nobody will bet on Washington or the Giants.
Yeah, I think it's good value because you're looking at it like, wow, all right, well, they're not worse off than the Eagles, but I mean, no. Sorry to burst your bubble, bud.
I just real quick went through the NFL standings. Vikings, Lions, 49ers. Those are 3 teams that were under 500 this year that have a way better shot, in my opinion, of making the Super Bowl than the Eagles from the NFC.
You do a little study on it next week for us, if you wish. I'm just going to say is that there is such a overreaction to when things are bad. And when you're middle of the pack, when you're not this year is a abomination, but it is also an anomaly.
Yes.
This is not Eagle football. We're not used to 4-win seasons. This will be the anomaly.
So was 2017? Question mark?
Oh, I believe that. I think the Eagles' history shows you that winning the Super Bowl was an anomaly.
I don't think 8-8 is out of the question at all next year.
Not in this division.
Yeah, I don't think it's sky is falling, irreparable damage. But the quarterback question is the elephant in the room.
I'm hoping though if they're not going to have a chance to win the Super Bowl next year, I actually want them to tear it down and be really bad.
There's no shot of winning a Super Bowl next year. So you have to root for 3, 4 wins.
I want to tear it down. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll be fine. Are we all swearing on this?
And that's your
We're going to be okay with it?
That's your reality dream.
Yes. They tear this thing down and you get a 3 or 4 win season. Everyone's okay with it, right?
The only way I'm not okay with it is if Carson Wentz is here and puts on his big boy pants and decides to make it work. Because then I believe if he tries to make it work with the team coming back, it's not nearly the nosedive we all think it is.
I agree with that. I think if Carson Wentz is back and he's playing at a high level again, then yeah, I mean, I think they're a playoff team, but that's a big if.
Huge if.
Ooh. I don't know if they're a playoff team. If Dallas is healthy.
But again, Dallas' defense.
If Dak's back there and Dallas is healthy, I'm not sure.
Dallas' defense was horrible.
It was horrible.
This year.
They were terrible.
Yeah.
So the Eagles.
Yeah, no.
The Eagles are terrible too.
Agree.
And the Eagles are going to have to shed salary. So the Eagles' defense is going to be worse next year.
Most likely.
I would tend to believe.
Yeah, and you don't have answers on the Eagles' defense. Like the defensive line, if you look at it as a whole, was kind of disappointing for all the money that was out there. Linebacker, what? You picked up a Singletary like he's a nice player.
Singleton.
Okay.
I wish we had Singletary.
I'm sorry. Singleton, like,
Singleton
okay.
and Singletary should never be uttered in the same sentence.
Yeah, I mean, look, their defensive backfield, you know nothing except Slay had a good year, and he's a good player. After that, you don't know anything, and you're missing McLeod, who's going to be out for the season.
Okay, you guys are choking the life out of Super Bowl weekend for me. You're absolutely taking away my optimism.
That was a cold dose of reality.
Man, that was thank God I had my Bradford White water heater, because that was a cold shower that you just delivered there. Hey, Cooney's Corner is going to be brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. I will be using mine later on in our Super Bowl challenge. Download at parkscasino.com/PA. Use promo code FANATIC for a $500 risk-free bet. Let's get over to the corner where Bob will attempt to explain what happened last night.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
What the blank was that? What was that?
Yeah, I'm not big on saying this, but I think this is what it was. That was your game in February, who cares type of thing. The second night of a back-to-back, I know. And I'm not making excuses, but
Big game Saturday.
Big game Saturday against Brooklyn, at home, 8 o'clock. I believe it's national TV. But it was blatantly obvious to me early last night, and it's not, you don't need a keen eye to see this, but for the haters out there, Ben Simmons means so much to this team. I mean, so much. They couldn't. First of all, I didn't understand why he started Korkmaz when Simmons was out. That was odd to me, because now you're putting guys in different positions. So now, like Danny Green or Seth Curry has to handle the ball, which isn't normally what they do. Why not just put a point guard in there? So then I started further thinking, well, wow, is he looking to put Seth Curry to the bench because he's been struggling, and start Korkmaz once Simmons comes back? But that's neither here nor there. My real problem was, do you see what kind of facilitator Ben Simmons is for all the offensive haters? And look, I understand the hate on his offense, but man, that offense couldn't move last night. If it wasn't for Joel Embiid, that would have been a 50-point game. You know, they got out-rebounded 53-37. That does not happen if Ben Simmons is in the game. Enes Kanter doesn't go off for 18 rebounds if Ben Simmons is there, because there were balls that were being tipped up that he kept grabbing. Ben Simmons would have grabbed them and run away. Sixers didn't have a three. Didn't make a three until the third quarter. I think they missed their first 9 or so. They couldn't even get open threes. I mean, seriously, there was a couple times Seth Curry couldn't even get off his shot because the defender was coming at him so much. Look how many open threes they get when Ben Simmons is on the floor. He leads the league in assists on three-pointers for a reason. He's that good. He's that good of a facilitator. They had 19 assists on 39 made field goals last night. That is horrible. That number on 39 is usually up around 27-ish, somewhere around there. It just shows defensively, the perimeter game of Portland getting open shots everywhere. Ben Simmons is all of that. He brings all of that together for a team. It doesn't mean he's the best player. I'm not saying he's one of the top 5 players. I'm not saying that. But he is the key facilitator on this team, not only offensively, but defensively also.
I scratched something off the list today. That was a game last night where I needed Tobias Harris to play like he did in the first 5 minutes of the game. And where the hell did he go?
I don't know.
Where did he disappear to?
I put in the Tobias. When I saw Ben was out, I went to the DraftKings Sportsbook and I took Tobias.
In the first 5 minutes, it looked like you were in business.
Yeah, over 20.5 points. I went, I figured Embiid was going to get some rest a little bit, back-to-back. I was like, all right, this is a Tobias game. Yeah. And then he just disappeared.
Disappeared last night.
Bob's right. The Ben Simmons effect was palpable.
It really is.
It jumped off the court in neon last night.
So do you feel better appreciation for Ben Simmons' game today, Egan, do you think people are being introspective this morning?
I always appreciated his game, so I've never been a Ben Simmons hater.
You wanted more.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think the thirst for Ben Simmons wanting, you're always going to want more because it's in there somewhere, and you'll see it. I refer to it as payday. You see it twice a month. But you want it every single game, and you just don't see it.
Well, I think he was the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
So you expect him to play to that level. Because when you draft a guy number 1, you don't expect him to have, first of all, deficiencies in his game, and you don't expect him to disappear on around 15% of the games of the season.
I can confirm he was the number 1 pick.
You can.
I just pinged it.
Good man.
Just pinged it.
Good man.
Good. Check that bang out.
And Jamie got scared to death last night.
Oh man.
I think the entire Delaware Valley got scared to death.
And I'm not supposed to feel feelings, apparently.
Hey, have you been wronged by a bad breakfast? Get the breakfast you deserve with Wendy's Breakfast, 2 for $4. It's now on select breakfast sandwiches. Justice is served at participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Single item at regular price. I have not had breakfast at Wendy's.
I have not
Just
either.
filling you
But I
in
would
on
like
that.
to try.
I
I would like to try.
First of all, this is early. Are any of those places type open?
What do you mean? Like
Our hours?
Like I know McDonald's somewhere sometimes have 24. We have a 24-hour McDonald's around the corner from where I live in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
The City Line
24-hour
McDonald's is
Atlanta.
24 hours.
So it's a city line is 24 hours also.
in theory.
Excuse me. Oh, so it's like it depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Sometimes they take hours off.
you can do that. Flyers and the Bruins tonight, 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss it here on The Fanatic, or do you? Are the
Yeah,
Flyers
Bruins
gonna-
own the Flyers, don't they?
What the blank? Just seriously, what the? This I do not want to. It's a Friday night. I do not want to invest. I do not want to invest a significant portion of time if I'm going to get another.
I don't
crappy Bruins night.
want to see Pasternak matched up with Ghost ever again in my life. I'm good there. So
Oh my
just
gosh.
let's not do that again.
Jamie was up in his feelings last night, and Jamie, I was right there with you.
How could you not be?
When I saw Joel Embiid hit the ground, then go off the floor, hopping around, then being walked to the Mark Zumoff, it sounded like if you put the audio from when Embiid went down last night on that rebound, jumping up and down, Mark Zumoff, if you put that audio next to the audio when President Kennedy got shot, it sounded very, very similar. I mean, it really is. It painted a very bleak picture.
I'm hypersensitive to hyperextended knees because that's how I did mine. And every time I see somebody jam the knee like that, part of me, I get chills down my spine.
And you and Embiid, it's very similar.
I'm not comparing myself to a
Top-scale
professional athlete. I'm just
top scale athletes.
I'm just-
Bob,
I'm
you
sure.
see it. I mean,
Yeah,
you see it when
we're
Jamie
basically
walks,
the same thing.
When Jamie
Yeah.
walks
Yeah.
in a room, you very much look at it like finely tuned athletic thing.
But anybody
Embiid-
that's hyperextended, you
dominant.
know the feeling, and it's like it's startling. Oh, it's
Thing is,
such a
though,
bad feeling.
Okay, I do not understand, and I've had my knees I've had both knees scoped. I do not understand the it seems like he jammed it.
He did, but
Okay, hyperextension to me, I always think of as you get stretched in the wrong direction, Bob.
Yeah.
You get I don't think of it as jamming.
it can be a jam. Like when you jam, you torque your knee.
This is good for radio. Show people again.
Yeah,
Can you do that?
you
again?
kinda like-
Look at your radio right now. You can see what Jamie's doing.
You feel it. Like
Look like you were telling me to go black
your calf
myself.
goes one way and your quad goes the other, and it meets at the knee, and it's a terrible feeling. It's scary. It's more mentally scary than it is physically
They
painful.
were so scared last night on that Sixers broadcast.
I think I yelped.
At first, I was like, wow, listen how quiet it is in there. And then I was like, what are you talking about? There's nobody there. But, yeah, he's had a problem with landing before. And this is what I equated it to early in his career. He played at the University of Kansas as a 6'10" guy. He comes back after injury and starts playing again. And he's like 7'1", 7'2".
Yes.
So landing is different that way. I mean,
Why?
imagine. Well, because you're hitting the floor quicker. Your 3 or 4 extra inches that you have on your body is now hitting the floor quicker than you anticipate.
Oh,
Right?
see, I did not know that.
When he
Didn't
used
think
to
about
go up, and this was early in his career, when he go up, he would land, as Jamie pointed out last night, he would land so awkwardly so many times. And I talked to a lot of people in the Sixers about this. I brought this up. He wasn't used to his body. He just wasn't. Imagine if, like, all of a sudden you woke up and you're 4 inches taller, John. It's
I
like a
wouldn't mind
different.
that. I wouldn't mind
you
that
wouldn't
at
mind
all.
it, but as far as things go, things change.
Sure.
You know,
Change it up.
So I think that was part of it. And last night that looked like one of those situations. I just think he got caught where he's going. He was going to try to go up hard, but Cantor kind of slowed down, and it was a jam. It's like jamming your thumb.
Okay, right.
He jammed his leg.
The suggestion last night was I know there's a lot of NBA players that do ballet in Atlanta during the offseason.
Really?
They do ballet training. Players that don't even live they live there in the offseason, and they do ballet.
I mean, it's got to be good for footwork.
They do a ballet. They don't do ballet where they're putting on tutus and they're using the.
It's better in my mind that way.
But they do concepts of ballet with an actual ballet, people from the Atlanta Ballet, and they work with them to work on their footwork, to work on landing, to work on lifting, to work on how they can do that better.
Makes sense.
It looks clumsy.
Yeah.
It looks clumsy. And Joel, keep doing what you're doing because you're freaking so much fun to watch. I mean, just keep doing. I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
But
He's dominant.
Oh, my
Jeez.
gosh. That first half last night was delicious.
He scored 23 of their 25 points in the second
He scored
quarter.
17 in a row.
Yeah. I mean,
think at that point.
he was ridiculously unstoppable. And that's, I understand what you're scared, like, you say you watch it. He's not a good jumper. And what I mean by that is he can't, like Barkley could do the double jump where he might miss a layup, but he's right back up there.
Right.
Joel Embiid can't do that. He's not a real high jumper. You don't see him going up and, jumping over people a lot of times. He's just not that. And because he's not that, when he does try to take off a lot of times, his body muscle memory is just not used to it, so his landing is messed up.
Yeah, he's always like off center.
I will not comment on that story or that part of the situation, as you could pretty much slip like an 8.5 by 11 slice of paper underneath me when I get my vertical leap going. So
The Saturday Daily News, as we used to say in the playground.
would be a real problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Bob's point, he is an awkward jumper. It's a weird thing to say, but he's usually off center or off balance, and I think that lends to odd landings.
Here's what I know, Pat, is that I know that I can trust Joel Embiid to work on his game and find a deficiency and improvement, because I've seen it.
It
I've
took a
seen
while,
him do
though.
that.
It took a while.
Yeah, he's doing it, though.
The biggest one was probably his conditioning, and
He's
that's
clearly worked on that.
yeah, he has, but it took years for him to work on that.
Well, we can thank Arthur, his son, for that. He wants his son to grow up respecting his dad's game as one of the all-time greats, and he's got dad strength now.
And unlike some of the others, when like Shaq and them would give him crap on the NBA on TNT, he took the advice and was very responsible about it.
Yes.
He didn't act like a little bee about it.
yeah.
I don't know. The one time they asked him to say happy birthday to Charles, he didn't seem too thrilled.
That was great.
He wasn't too happy.
Happy birthday, Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles.
He took it to heart, and he's
Good.
improved his skill set.
Put it into that motivation
Yes,
chamber.
absolutely. Can't imagine that. Imagine you're you have great talent. You're a great radio host in training. You have all the skills to be a great radio host. And Dan Patrick, or one of the greatest of all time, says to you, you know what, if you work on this and you work on this, I think you're going to be one of the all-time greats. And people act like a little bitch about it. Got to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't usually use that word. They don't. They act like a little bee about it. Oh my gosh! Can you believe those? One of the greatest is telling this guy that he's really, really good and he needs to work on this. And people complain about it so much. People are so soft, so soft. I would love it. Hey, if any one of the all-time greats wants to tell you how to do better, please
Listen.
take their advice. Take their advice. It's a way to work. All right, we got a lot coming up for you in the show, including our bet challenge today at 9 a.m. We will help you using our sportsbook apps of choice. We will select our bets up to 4, and we will tell you how we will put it on the line for a Sunday payoff, and we will help you, and you can play along with us too. All right, there is a lot of smoke around the Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. I don't believe there's fire, but we'll get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show. This is 97.5 The Fanatic. I love my T-Mobile phone, and I can tell you when you're by yourself, and I'm not used to being by myself. I haven't been by myself since I was single 2 decades ago. And the idea that I'm here and my family and loved ones are there, and I'm constantly wondering, well, what can I find to do? My T-Mobile phone is a great way to be able to do that. And my T-Mobile phone also helps me to get to areas of town that I am necessarily not familiar with. I used to just sort of hang in the Delco, Chester County area or downtown. Now I'm finding all new areas of the city using the Maps feature and things like that. I need good connectivity. I need a great network. And T-Mobile and Sprint merging, well, it's a no-brainer. The best network ever is right here right now with more engineers, more towers, more coverage than ever. And T-Mobile has amazing rate plans for you right now. And if you've never been a T-Mobile customer, take it from me because I've been one since day one. Go to T-Mobile.com to learn more today. I want you to make the switch. The best networks, the best rates, and I can promise you this, you will fall in love with their customer service too. Coverage is not available in some areas.
The John Kincade Show
They put it on the air?
Of course they put it on the air. It was a big success.
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Get your bets in early this Sunday at Parks Casino and Sportsbook. Stop by the Sportsbook between 3 and 5 p.m. Put money down on your favorite prop bets and meet morning host John Kincade. From 4 to 6 p.m., hang out with the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. It's your pre-big game celebration this Sunday starting at 3 from Parks Casino and Sportsbook with John Kincade and Anthony Gargano. See you there.
Yo, the college basketball season is heating up, and I'm telling you that we need to turn our attention to the Wendy's Wooden Watch. Now, in 2002, I was honored to receive the John R. Wooden Player of the Year Award, which is presented to the country's most outstanding men's and women's player, who is also making progress towards earning a degree. That's very important. This year, players like Luka Garza, Cade Cunningham, Rhymes Howard, and Aaliyah Boston are all vying for the trophy. So who will take it home? The 2021 John R. Wooden Men's and Women's Player of the Year is presented by Wendy's.
Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich is now in the 2 for $5, and that's reason to celebrate. Try the new classic and then take your mouth on a victory lap with the iconic Dave's Single, the delicious spicy chicken sandwich, spicy or crispy 10-piece nuggets, or just get another classic chicken sandwich. Taste greatness today with Wendy's 2 for $5. We got you.
For a limited time, a la carte only. Price and participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's.
Hey, I've got to take a minute to give a shout out to FanDuel Sportsbook. They found the perfect way for everyone to get in on the action this Sunday. I'm talking about Big Game Bingo. Yes, you can claim your free Big Game Bingo card right now on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. The card automatically fills up as you're watching the game. So once you've filled 5 squares in a row, all you have to do is call Bingo to claim your share of $100,000 in prizes. That's right. FanDuel is giving away $100,000 in prizes for free. FanDuel is the exclusive home for Big Game Bingo, and your card is waiting for you right now on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. The app is so easy to use, and it takes less than 2 minutes to sign up. There are more ways to win on FanDuel during the big game, but there's no excuse to miss out on this one. Big Game Bingo is perfect for everyone. You can win your share of $100,000 in prizes, and it's absolutely free to play. Only on the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So the weather is just all over the place lately, right? One day it's hot, and the next day it's windy for a while. It's like, make up your mind already. Drivers who switch to Progressive can save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Some fuel system cleaner could help. It cleans your entire fuel system to help improve your fuel economy. Right now, you can get Chevron Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner for just $4.99. Plus a $1 bonus reward if you're an AutoZone Rewards member. Not a member? We can sign you up fast right here in store or on AutoZone.com. Getting the job done just got easier. Terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Fact. Filing your taxes with TaxAct can feel like a cash explosion. That's because TaxAct helps you get your maximum refund guaranteed. And TaxAct costs 30% less than the big guys, which means more of this. So if you want a cash explosion of your own, switch to TaxAct. File for less and get more. Start for free at TaxAct.com. 30% less claim based on comparison of TurboTax and H&R Block federal pricing for deluxe and premier consumer online products on December 4th, 2020. Restrictions apply. See TaxAct.com for complete details.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades and built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty for a performance like no other. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 straight years. And right now, don't miss out on all the great offers on the entire lineup of Ford trucks. Go to buyfordnow.com, then get to your local Ford store. Best-selling claim based on 1977 to 2020 calendar year total savings.
Hindsight is 2020, and 2020 was a brutal year that for most of it felt out of control. But you know how you can be in control? You can be in control of your job, your career. Yes. In 2020, my computer career helped more people start IT careers than ever. Don't look back with 2020 hindsight next year and see yourself in that 2020 job. Take control. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Valentine's Day is almost here, and if you're still dragging your feet, here's my advice. Get her a gift she'll be proud to show off. Visit Family & Company Jewelers in Marlton, New Jersey, and they'll show you an amazing selection of gifts at every price point, and you are guaranteed to walk out with a gift that will make her fall in love with you all over again. Shop local and visit their showroom on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, or online at familyjewelers.com. Family & Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
Family and Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
The 55th big game is finally here. It's finally the big game weekend. And to celebrate football's finale, DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is doubling your money if, get this, a touchdown is scored. Both these teams average 30 points a game. I think you're in good shape here. That's right. All it takes is one touchdown to be scored Sunday night, and boom, your money is doubled. If the game wasn't enough reason to party, with double the cash, you'll be celebrating through next season. And don't forget about DraftKings Big Game Prediction Challenge with up to $55 million in total prizes up for grabs and instant prizes for everyone who enters the contest. I did mine last night. It's super easy. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign up using code FANATIC to get a shot at doubling your money if a touchdown is scored in Sunday's game. That simple. That's code FANATIC. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/prediction-challenge-DFS for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Can we wrap this up? I need to get home in time for General Hospital.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Turn on your mic, John. It's a Friday on the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. And there's never a time that we can, as a family, talk about things here on the show. We're going to talk about something right now, though.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
You better know what it is. What's green and goes backwards?
It's not what you think it is.
Oh, my God. Jamie, this morning, there is I tell you, if there is something.
Oh, God, I was lost. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
What's green? If there is something that absolutely will drive me nuts, you ever be on a plane? You're sitting on a plane, and someone won't blow their damn nose.
It's not what you think
so it goes.
is.
So they keep doing, and you can start to time. Okay, it's going to be 20 seconds before they do again. Jamie this morning smelled. It sounds like the aardvark.
I have tissues.
Or something.
It's not that. I've blown my nose. It's
but
allergies.
Keeps doing this. You've never done this.
No, I'm having a bad time this morning.
It is, honestly, it's like the worst sound to me.
It gets worse when I tell you that I have allergy medicine and he won't take it.
I had a thing with Zyrtec, and I'm not going back to that previous life I used to live, Pat.
The only person I know that had to go to NA for Zyrtec.
I became addicted to Zyrtec, and
He was like, give me my Zyrtec.
Yeah.
Give me my Zyrtec.
He was out
in the corner.
He was out in the alley scratching like Tyrone
I miss it
Biggums.
every day.
I
miss it.
Literally ask to have you move to another studio if this doesn't stop. It's the most.
It's not snot. It's dry allergy.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you, it is.
No, because if it was dried allergy, we wouldn't have the noise of something moving.
I just blew.
There's something moving.
I blew my nose. Nothing came out.
No, there's something moving.
It must be higher up. It must be in your nasal cavity.
Oh my gosh!
Well, it's not coming out when I blow my nose.
Okay, is there it's
I need
something,
a steam.
I'm only going to tease you. Is that later on, Bob will share with us a fascination with sounds. So see, it's the perfect way. That is a sound that, honestly, you go to church. People do it at church. You're in church and it's quiet in church. Mass hasn't started. And someone will be in church going, and they do it. And then you start to count and go, okay, 30 seconds, they haven't done it. Oh, here it comes again. Blow your damn noses.
Wow.
Blow your nose.
If I want to annoy John, I just
Oh
found
my
out.
God, it's the worst.
I know, and he's
It's the
looking at
worst.
me like he's going to kill me or
It's
something.
the worst. I swear, it's one of those like nails down the blackboard.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
now what's bad is you've turned me on to hearing it. See, I've been around him so long
and you got used to it.
Yeah, whatever. But now every time he does it,
But it's
my
not
eyes
one of
go
your,
to you.
But it's not
My
one of
eyes
your
go
bad
to you.
sounds.
What's that?
It's not one of your bad sounds. There are bad sounds.
Yeah, no. But now that you've turned me on to it, yes, it's going
Jerry,
to be
if somebody
now.
has a cold and they go,
Well, I've more.
and you start counting how long it's going to take.
I don't know the counting
Because the
stuff.
people do it
yeah.
because you know it's coming. Here comes the next clearing of the throat.
I don't know what the hell's going on with allergies this winter, but it's
Yeah, Jamie and I both have really bad allergies. It takes me
in February. You're allergic to something.
yeah, indoor allergies.
It takes me a good 2 hours. Like you hear me clear my throat in the morning and stuff. It takes me a good 2 hours before my head gets clear in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That is a little scary.
I've been almost 3 hours now and nothing.
Unbelievable.
I've got stuff for that, guys.
I'm not doing it,
come to the
Pat.
pharmacy.
He can save my life yesterday. My shoulder was killing. Remember the thing I had going on? He gave me some magical stuff yesterday and it went away.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was it?
I can't.
What, you got
can't
those
reveal
Canadian
that.
Tylenols?
Yeah, it's the Quaaludes. I got them off the internet.
It's
No,
mescaline.
I have the Canadian. By the way, if you need that, I have the Canadian Tylenols.
Oh, do you?
Oh, that was huge.
222s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You have 222s. You like
Well,
them?
do you remember the old Chris Berman off air thing
No.
where he was talking about going up to Canada and getting some
the
Canadian
220.
Tylenol?
No,
Apparently
believe
they're
me.
real. Yeah.
Guess what? They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
They're called 222s.
Yeah, I've never had one.
Every time I would travel to Canada in my dirty socks, I'd bring home 222s. They're aspirin, caffeine, and codeine.
Hey, now.
Aspirin, caffeine, and codeine. But if you take them in any way with alcohol, you will vomit.
Huh.
You will vomit.
I'm willing to find out.
Or it will make you vomit. Well, then,
Yeah, Jamie just heard a challenge.
so be careful. Aspirin, they're called 222s.
Okay.
And by the way, they're a Johnson & Johnson product.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That you can buy in Canada and you can't buy here.
It's not illegal. Yeah. It's
You can't buy
it's
here.
over the counter.
No,
It's
but you
weird.
put them in your dirty socks, you can go home back to customs with them.
I never knew what they were until the first time we went up to Toronto when I was covering the Sixers. And I'm not talking players here, but peripheral people were like, did you get the 222s?
Yeah, get 222s.
And I'm like, what the hell are you all talking
they
about?
are- they
I never took them or
As
did
long
it.
as you hydrate well and you have food in your stomach, they are an amazing product.
I wish we had them here.
And if they'd like to endorse on the John Kincade Show, we can find a group
Well,
endorsement.
Johnson & Johnson has a couple headquarters in the area.
There's
So
one beautiful one in Tampa, and they have a golf course on their campus in Tampa.
Fancy.
Hey, in the linchpin, what do you make of this coming out of Indianapolis?
This is the linchpin.
I'm curious if you guys buy or sell the idea of the quickly deleted athlete Instagram, Twitter post that alludes to something. Because it happened with an Indianapolis Colts player yesterday, and his name, excuse me if I butcher it, Kamoka Toure. He's a defensive end on the Colts. He posted on Instagram, and I believe it was deleted within about 5 minutes. It's a picture of Carson Wentz in a Colts number 11 jersey, and he posts on his story, update, the Colts are expected to have trade interest in Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz, according to Mike Garafolo. His words under that, we getting him, I don't care what anybody say. Do you buy a defensive end on the Colts having or being privy to information that possibly the Colts are really, really interested in Carson Wentz?
Well, I obviously buy that some defensive ends never had English in school. That is an absolute butchering of the English language. I believe that I don't believe that the defensive end is getting information from the front office, especially this time of year when they're not. No, I believe that is him speculating.
Okay.
Who's his
maybe
agent?
What he's hearing.
I'll look
See if
into
there
that
could be
real
See if
quick.
it's Ryan Tolner. If it is,
Who is his? Maybe a little after school English classes too.
yeah, that
This is
doesn't.
some of these things.
You know, I give guys a pass on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff for the bad English. I give them a
For
pass.
the bad English.
Yeah, I give them a pass. When I hear it,
poor English,
it's
yeah.
different.
For the bad English.
You never did that before?
Yes, that's
we always talked about
Yes, that is a good one.
His agent is Jason Chiat.
Oh, okay. No relation there.
He's the agent of Blake Countess.
Oh, very good. That's good.
I'm all over it.
That's good.
It's
That
good
really
Jason
is-
Chiat knowledge right there.
But do you think it's a talk amongst the players
that they want it?
that they
Yes.
want it?
Yes.
So you think that's all it is?
That they want it. And so they're going to try to stoke the flames. I don't believe GMs are talking to players about players that they're potentially pursuing.
So who asked
My
him to
experience,
remove
that's
it?
not the case.
No, but word goes around.
Yeah.
I mean, word goes around. He could be friends of a whatever, like I do buy something into it.
Okay.
I don't think players would go on there just say why. Like, why would he pick Carson Wentz randomly like that?
Yeah,
I think there might be a little
And
something
who
there.
tells him to remove it? The agent or the team?
Somebody on the team PR, like, whoa.
Or the agent.
Yeah, or the agent.
Or the agent
Sure.
says, you're going to get in trouble for this. You are absolutely going to get in
This
trouble.
definitely piqued my interest.
Yeah, PR department has, as soon as somebody posts something, boom, it's right there
They're
in front of
looking
them.
at it. There's somebody reviewing it.
Yeah.
Like we have with Pat Egan. I mean, very similar. We have somebody in the office. I wonder what this person does. They just watch Pat.
They just make
They
sure
watch
I'm
your
not.
social media.
Yeah, I'm not shooting myself in the foot.
They make sure. And you've been very good, by the way. They say he's been putting his feet up.
Yeah, well, the guy got the raise.
I see, there you go.
Because he was doing such a good job. But don't worry, that stupid tweet's coming.
I can tell you. I believe that the Colts players want it. That the Colts players believe that if Carson Wentz and Frank Reich could be reunited, it could work there. So I do believe that. I do not believe NFL general managers are talking with guys on
Chris
their
Ballard's
roster.
not talking to the
No.
53-man roster about his upcoming moves.
No, absolutely not. I think, in fact, I think there is a 0% chance that's happening. 0.
But do you buy
chance
that,
that's
what Bob's saying, that it kind of,
Yeah.
the trickle-down rumor mill inside the building?
I think they're hearing things on social media. I think they're hearing things about Frank Reich and Carson Wentz having this relationship. I don't believe for a second that Ballard is talking.
not direct, no.
He's passing a guy in the hallway and he's going, "Yeah, man, I'm making a move on Wentz. Let me tell you about it. I'm in on Wentz. I've made one offer, and now I'm going to go back and make another offer." That is not how teams do business.
No,
that is not how front
successful
office
ones.
does business. The front office usually likes to keep, especially general managers like to keep a distance.
Oh, sure.
They usually tend to keep a distance because they don't want to develop that
personal.
where they're like, "Oh man, I have to gut this guy."
I loved players that had little,
yeah.
There was one in particular through the years that loved to talk a little bit too much.
Thought they
it
knew.
was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Oh, it was great. Oh yeah, where'd you hear that?
Yeah, where'd I hear that one?
Cool.
That was
Act
a
like
good
you have
one.
no interest, and then it's boom. Hello.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
It's brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Thank you for watching us on twitch.tv and on YouTube. You can just search 97.5 The Fanatic, and you can hang out with us every single day. It's strange that every single day, now DJ Bonbon will leave us after today.
Yeah, sad day.
Yeah, not cool.
He has gone on. Now,
that pissed me off.
It did piss me off, too. I mean, I'm here 5 weeks, and DJ Bonbon's exiting.
Yeah, the 7 stages of grief. I'm at the pissed off stage.
So I'm now I'm in I was in the appreciation stage in a moment, like in the very beginning when I heard the news, and I congratulated the young man. And now I'm at the pissed off stage, going, don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. But maybe by like 9:30, I'll feel a little better about it.
Yeah.
But I understand Mike. He's going to groom Mike to be ready. So Mike will be ready to take over. Now Mike will have to have his own nickname because it's sports radio.
We don't know.
DJ Mike.
By the way, would everybody check your Twitter feed? And I think you follow me.
I do, yes.
Okay, could you check my Twitter feed and see what I posted?
I had to wait until the hiring was official before I did that, John.
And I want you to,
Thank you, 97.5.
Jamie was the last one.
Geez.
Jamie was the last one to follow me by like a mile, by like weeks. Check out what Penn State posted.
I saw this.
It's amazing.
A Penn Stater has appeared in every Super Bowl in giant letters, except for 5 since 1967. I tagged Mike Missinelli on it. I said, this is a violation. I said, because Mike seems very proud of Penn State. I said, that is such a clown show. That is such a clown show tweet. Clown show Instagram post. I can't get over it. When you put it in big letters, every Super Bowl, except for 5. It reminds me of one of those ads Try this new drug. It'll help you lower your cholesterol, and it'll keep you from having a heart attack. Side effects mean you're going to crap your pants in the middle of your business meeting this morning, and you may be bleeding out of your rectum. I mean, there's always...
It goes on for 20 minutes, right?
All
the side effects.
You can't... Penn State. I know you're not Temple when it comes to communications and understanding media and everything.
Or Newman.
You're not. It's okay. So, or Newman, for that matter.
Let's leave them
For Penn State, you can't post that. Somebody thought that was, like, great.
But
that's so stupid. You cannot say a Penn Stater has appeared in every Super Bowl except 5. You can't you can't make the that's one statement.
Isn't that a joke?
No, it's not.
This
because
is from Penn State.
It's
I
written
know.
so small. It's not a joke.
But I kind of
so bad.
I
It's
interpreted
so bad.
it as a slight joke.
They're not making fun of themselves.
No.
Well, it's still pretty impressive. 50 of 55 Super Bowls.
Well, you could have made it
then
impressive.
Say a Penn Stater has appeared in 50 of 55 Super Bowls. And then put some numbers and say, compared to all these other big schools, you could say that.
It's too stupid for me not to think it's a joke.
It's not a joke.
We're talking about Penn State.
Yeah.
Seriously. We're talking about Penn State. Maybe not the most socially aware at times about
why?
things.
Do they have a history?
Maybe they're
A
not
little
the most
bit,
socially aware. Now, Bob says I need a hobby. Finding stuff like this. I'd like to thank my friend Barrett Salih, by the way, for getting me that, because Barrett knows I have a deep affection for Penn State. I used to get, let's put it this way.
That's when I knew I liked you.
During the whole Joe Paterno issue, I was getting personal emails from representatives of the family, bobbleheads for the family, and everything like that for my takes on national television about it, national radio about it. So it really did become a labor of love. So you say I need a hobby, Bob.
I worry about you, John.
What do you mean worrying about me for?
I worry about you.
Is this dirty laundry?
No, why are you worried about it?
No. It's
Why-
really
I
not
don't
dirty
understand.
laundry. You're all by yourself. Your family's home.
Right.
You have a lot of time to kill. I mean, we do meetings and stuff here, but there's
I
still a
do.
lot of hours in the day.
Right.
I asked you this morning, and I check in with you pretty much
You
on
do.
a daily
You check in with me.
basis.
You do.
I send you a text at night just to see where you ate, what you did during the day.
They're not a client, but Hill's Seafood should be.
Well, that was the thing.
By the way, I found new cheat codes. Tinfoil on the pan by the fish that has been fresh fish that's been prepared for you. I tried to get Coach in on this. Fresh fish prepared for you. They make the fish fillets, lay it on the tinfoil, put a little oil on it, and I've got dinner. It's so easy.
See, this is the reason I came up with this topic, that he needs a hobby.
Cooking's not that difficult.
I mean, cavemen did that. It's like you're not finding something new here, John.
No, but that's it.
He
but
went
it's
on for a
easy.
half hour this morning talking about that he drove and found this place where they
No,
had
I know
fish,
this place.
and it was prepared. And I'm like, yeah, John, every store has
Yeah, I went
that.
to Captain Andy's in Whitmore yesterday and got some.
Unless they're selling sneakers, pretty much every place
No, I
does
would
that
tell
for
you
you.
this. I love fish. And if I could have fish for dinner 4 nights a week, I would have fish for dinner 4
You
nights
can
a week.
have fish for dinner
No,
4
but
nights a
I
week.
can.
An adult. You can have ice cream for dinner if you want to.
But you have to. But the problem is preparing it. I don't have to prepare.
Oh,
Well,
fish
see,
is so easy.
This is your hobby, maybe then. We got to help you because I feel like there's many hours in the day. And I'm not kidding. I know you know I'm not
Sure.
warm or anything like that.
You're not very warm.
But I do. You're on
There's
my
no
mind a
reason to
lot.
worry about it.
I'm
First
not
of all-
worried. Like
first of all,
but you got to spend your time better.
First of all, I am totally curious. So I yesterday went walking.
Right, that's
and
great.
I went walking in my neighborhood where my apartment is to go and check out some of the little businesses and stuff like that, just to see what's out there.
Right.
And to see that there's a pizza place. There's like 2 pizza places. There's one very prominently on the corner, and then there's this other one on the side that's next to it I didn't know was there. So I'm going to give them a try at some point. I walked all along the little stores and just saw, okay, and here's another dry cleaner. Here's another thing, because the dry cleaner right now is literally, I'm still doing, we're 48 minutes into this show. I think I'm doing that to cover my dry cleaning bill for the exorbitant prices that they charge to do dry cleaning.
Oh, the place by me is half price Wednesday, John. You know,
I'm absolutely.
You got to find the gems.
I'll tell you this: there's something I didn't know about Pennsylvania. The price gouging is going on in dry cleaning. That's the business to be in.
I hope everyone just listened to John talk for the last 2 minutes. If that doesn't scream, dude, get a hobby. Nothing does.
Oh, I was listening to
You
it
need
better.
something to go back. You need something to fall back on.
I love fresh air. I love to walk. I love to.
You have 500 more days of being probably alone before your girls come up.
Yes. No,
and walking around and seeing a pizza store like that ain't going to cut it.
I like seeing this stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jamie, is this a problem?
Yes.
No, Jamie's in a problem.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I had to cut in.
Pile on. It's not a problem at all. It doesn't. I am perfectly fine.
Do you read?
I love to read.
There you go. That's a hobby.
I read all the time. I read a lot of business stuff.
Okay.
Like yesterday, I read about the fact of how they now want to put regulations in about how people can open up brokerage accounts. There are people who think you have to have that you have to have some, and I'm like, wait a minute here.
No.
We do not have a license for people to actually make babies.
Yeah.
So if we don't have
I thought it was a free market.
Exactly. So I was reading about that, and then I was reading with Barron's about how conflicting points of view about whether the next 2 years are going to be a boom or a bust. And so I love to read.
Walking's a hobby.
I love being out in fresh air and walking. And I figure that's going to help me when I saw it with my mom. She was healthy till she was late 80s.
Walking's great.
So get out there and stay active.
Maybe we get you in the gym down the street and we pick up racquetball. Maybe I'll play racquetball with you.
The gym is the gym that you said that.
Yeah, we have an
Tony
association. Yeah.
I want to get in there.
Yeah, there's racquetball courts. Maybe we could pick up that.
Gym in my building is not good.
Yeah,
it's not good enough. There's just nothing.
We're getting a racquetball tournament
and
going?
And then golf season's upon us. Next thing you know it. And there's another hobby.
There you go.
That'll be fun. See, there's plenty.
I'm with Bob.
There's no.
You just named a lot of stuff that are awesome to 75-year-olds.
The amount of crap that you are interested in on a daily basis that I hear you talk about.
Like what?
Don't need to point to worrying about me having something to do.
Like what? Like what do I do?
Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to list all the things that you'll be that you know about.
You can't
things
think of
that
one
you
thing.
know about or will tell me about.
You can't think of one thing.
What do you mean I can't think of one thing?
Go ahead.
With you?
Yeah, name
anything.
one thing.
Crap television.
Well, yeah,
every crap television show.
Yeah, I watch.
You don't know one of them.
It's a hobby.
Like I have one. You have a litany, a laundry list of things you're binge watching. Binge watching is the definition of needing a freaking hobby.
But I disagree. I do it for my YouTube channel.
Of course you disagree.
I do it for a YouTube channel. There's a difference.
You got to put down work then. Then that could be putting down work.
So I go to the movies and I go play hockey.
Do you
I
still go to the
Wegmans.
movies? You still go to the movies?
I get screeners now.
You see that's
I do it at my house.
What are you, Kramer? You're watching like these videos?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you'd like to see?
Rochelle. Brown-eyed girl.
A young girl's journey from Milan to Minsk. Right? I heard that's a great one. That is a great one. All right, we got a lot coming up for you in the show, including your chance to win some FU money coming up at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock today. Jamie was talking about something the other day. I didn't know how it worked. I found out how it worked, and I realized I may be a really bad fan. I'll tell you about it next. It's the John Kincade Show. This is 97.5 The Fanatic. And the home show, that'd be a great place to walk around, but home shows are canceled this year. So Window Nation is announcing their first virtual home show, which gives you amazing savings. How about this? You get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy, and there's absolutely no limit. So you want to buy 10, you get 10 free, you can do that. You want to buy 20, get 20 free, you can do that. You want to buy a whole house of windows, they're even going to throw in a Nest thermostat with a full house of windows. You buy 2, you get 2 free, you pay nothing for 2 full years. Window Nation, they've installed tens of thousands of windows. They have an A+ Better Business rating, and no one is more qualified to install your new windows. I would say this is a great opportunity for you. You're a little bummed out. You wanted to go to the home show. You wanted to see all these things. Do a little window shopping online at windownation.com. That's windownation.com. I want you to call them at 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION.
The John Kincade Show.
They're like the family from hell on acid that's on steroids.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I hate Steven Singer. I get that a lot. You know why? Why? Because unless I buy my gifts from Steven Singer Jewelers, my wife isn't satisfied. So, how can I help you? Well, how do you get away with advertising real roses you don't throw in the trash in a week?
They're my famous roses dipped in pure 24-karat gold. They last forever.
Sounds expensive.
They start at just $59. Each one comes in a premium color and is shipped in our signature gift box with a love message from you.
Do I have to water it?
Nope, it's a real rose, and it's preserved in pure gold.
All right. How do I get one?
Easy. Just go to IHateStevenSinger.com.
Shipping.
It's free, and your rose is guaranteed for life.
What if she hates my personal love message?
Just pick one from our online list.
Just click on IHateStevenSinger.com to see the entire collection of real roses dipped in 24-karat gold. No matter how you feel about Steven Singer, she'll love it.
Do you still hate me?
Absolutely.
Yo, Philadelphia, Anthony Gargano talking remotely with my childhood friend Bob Marino, President, Spring Garden Lending's Mid-Atlantic region. I need to hug Bob.
Sit down for this one, Ant.
What?
Spring Garden Lending is now providing up to 30 years fixed-rate permanent financing at phenomenal rates for real estate developers and investors for their rental properties.
More details, please.
The product, Permanent Plus, is for financing single and multifamily projects with a loan range of $75,000 to $3 million.
That's huge. That's like Sixers huge.
You got that right, Ant. This is the big leagues now.
Wow, real estate developers and investors, listen up. Not only is Spring Garden Lending one of the region's fastest growing companies, not only are they faster than a bank and less expensive than hard money lenders, but now they are providing 30-year fixed rate permanent financing at out of the park rates. Spring Garden Lending, a private lender specializing in bridge loans, and now 30-year fixed permanent financing for real estate investments in the Philly market. It's Bob. Call now.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gary is refinancing his home, so he shopped around for the lowest rate and found it at Amerisave.com, setting him up for a lifetime of savings. It's one decision he'll never regret, unlike taking that gig in the testing lab at the deodorant company.
Raise your arm, please. Oh, man, I hate this job.
Pretty regrettable, Gary. Unlike finding that low mortgage rate at Amerisave.com that's got you on your way to a lifetime of savings. Amerisave's rates won't be this low forever, so go to Amerisave.com now. Lower mortgage rates mean higher savings. Call 866-514-SAVE or visit Amerisave.com/licensing for cost information, terms, and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all states except New York. NMLS number 1168.
Good morning, privates! Good morning, Drill Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone?
Yes, Drill Sergeant! Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
For the big game, there's one thing everyone can agree on. Fresh, soft pretzels. Go to PhillyPretzelFactory.com now and order your pretzel tray. You can't forget the pretzels, and there's bound to be a Philly Pretzel Factory near you. Go to PhillyPretzelFactory.com to find your location. Score the extra point with your choice of dips, from cheese to chocolate to super hot mustard. You and your pretzel tray will be the real MVP of the game. Philly Pretzel Factory, where better gets made.
If you have suspect mold in your home, you may have damaged or eroded foundation, extra moisture in the house, cracks in your basement floor and walls, or have visible mold or residue. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated mold remediation companies in the state. Calling DryTech at the first sign of mold can save you substantial repair costs down the road. DryTech offers free consultations, and mention Missinelli to receive 15% off. Fanatic listeners, that's right, you'll get 15% off when you mention this ad. Don't let mold lurk in your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
The matchup is set and the fuse is lit. Tampa Bay versus Kansas City, and PropSwap has the best odds in the country on both these teams right now. On PropSwap, you're buying from fellow gamblers who are selling bets they made earlier this season. That's where you become an instant winner by getting better odds than any casino or bookie. Make sure you check PropSwap every day to find the newest listings and the best deals on Tampa Bay and Kansas City. Visit the PropSwap app or go to PropSwap.com today to discover the best odds in the country. PropSwap is where America buys and sells sports bets.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here, and you know what you need to do? You need to celebrate the 55th edition of the big game with exclusive 55-1 odds on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino. If you've never tried FanDuel before, new users can bet on either team and get 55-1 odds when Tampa Bay and Kansas City play on Sunday. That's right, you can bet $5 and win $275 if you pick the winner of the big game this Sunday. We have our bets coming up about 9 o'clock today. I took a lot of really fun things on FanDuel. We'll share them with you at 9 o'clock. You know, I've been betting football all season long because the app is so easy to use. They have the fastest withdrawals, live betting, odds boosts, and specials. My favorite feature, the same-game parlays where you can get a massive payout. There's no better time than now. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and use promo code Bob to get started. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob. Must be 21 and older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. Deposit required. Maximum bonus $275. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No, your radio's not broken. We sound like this on purpose.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Happy Friday, everybody. You have a window of opportunity to enjoy yourself this weekend, hopefully, and spend some time with loved ones, relax, sleep in. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Some of my weekend will be spent at the Parks Casino. I'll be out there on Sunday afternoon, and I love my Parks Casino Sportsbook app.
Great cash, homie.
They bring you the 7 o'clock hour. Download at parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. It's my sportsbook app of choice. And I will be hanging out with Cuz on Sunday afternoon at the beautiful Parks Casino. 3 to 5, I'll be there. Cuz will be there 4 to 6. We will be looking forward to talking some football with you and getting to meet some people.
Will you do some gambling?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Do you think John's going to walk into a sports book and not make a couple?
That's a good habit to have.
No, I've already got it on my... I already have it on the app.
Well, yeah.
So I don't need to wait on that. I don't think I'm going to place a bet in person on Sunday.
You'll do blackjack or roulette or craps or... You're excited, huh?
Oh, my gosh. I love it.
Or John's going to be that commercial for the 1-800-GAMBLER where it's like, I missed the Super Bowl.
I absolutely...
How long was I in there?
I absolutely love it. And for all of you, it would be a respite. Go sit at the table with me, and I'd never talk.
Is it blackjack is your game?
Blackjack. Third base, blackjack.
You will wait out your seat?
Oh, I will not sit at a blackjack table till I can sit at third base.
Okay.
I have to edit out some of the nonsense that, people who don't know how to play the game.
Are you a guy that gets pissed at the table if somebody...
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you can tell.
I don't say it.
Okay, you don't wear it.
Say it.
I guess the question was, do you wear it?
It will maybe make me get up from the table.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
Because I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? How
That's not
stupid,
how you play.
How stupid are you?
Yeah, I can't
Because
stand
there is
that.
a way to play.
Yeah, there is
a way to play.
Absolutely.
And more importantly, the biggest key of all, and we had a Vegas expert one time on with us talking about guys going to play cards because we were taking the show out and we had him on, and he just said, do the same things all the time. If you're going to hit, remember, like 2, people say 2, and they go, oh, well, I'm going to wait for the dealer to bust when the dealer's showing a 2. And it's the 2 is known as the dealer's ace. It's known as a dealer's ace for a reason. The house wins when the dealer's showing 2. The house wins all the time. And people think, oh, the dealer's got 2. All they're going to do is they're going to turn over a 10 and they're going to bust. So they sit. 2 is a dealer's ace. It's just one of those things. So you always know you're going to hit it. You're going to hit. You're going to try to beat it, depending on where you're at. But just drives me crazy.
Wow, I can see the frustration coming out just talking about it.
But the best part is I don't talk about it. I sit at the table and I don't talk.
So you just stew internally?
Oh no, I'll get up and leave the table and just be like, and I'll make sure. I'll be like, Idiot.
We can't. Me and you can never play.
So you're
blackjack.
sitting there. Are you sitting there holding court at the table? Hey, where are you from, Sophie?
No.
Nice to meet you. Oh, my name's Pat.
I do not do that.
I hate that.
I do not do that, and I find that guy annoying as well. But what I like doing when I go with my friends is we like to kind of get a table to ourselves, so we'll wait
then
around.
That's different.
And then we'll
okay,
talk.
that's awesome.
So like the last time we went for a bachelor party, what I was doing is every time we were winning, I was yelling. Like, let's say that the dealer's name was Sophie. I was yelling, damn, Sophie, damn it.
Okay.
And trying to act like I was mad so people weren't coming over.
Okay, that's
to the hot table.
Okay, that's funny then. I have no problem with that.
We were on a heater, John.
Egan's a funny guy.
A group of people sitting at the table together.
Yeah, I'm not
that's
trying to.
totally different.
Yeah, I'm not trying to talk to strangers.
That's totally different.
My parents taught me better.
See, my wife told me stop doing that. So, stop talking to people in elevators is one of my wife's rules. I've had a bad history.
Talking in elevators?
Yes.
Yeah, well, John will talk to a piece of grass.
Yes.
But you have rules about sitting at the poker table. So you really shouldn't be the one that gets mad if people are overly talking just because it's your situation.
At the table, we're trying to pay. I'm trying to pay attention.
There's probably a radio host out there somewhere in America right now saying, you know what? I can't stand when people don't talk at the poker table.
I don't know.
Or I can't stand when people talk to me in the elevator.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I've just had a bad history of talking to people at the elevator. I can tell the story off the air. I'll tell the story off the air, and then you guys can judge whether I can tell it on the air. Okay? I'll tell you that story off the air. True confession time here on the John Kincade Show. I have 1,750 reasons why I really enjoyed the Eagles winning the Super Bowl back in 2018. And that was just one ticket that I cashed. Because every year that I can remember, and I honestly was just pretty much winning my money back, during a summer trip to Las Vegas, I would always put $50 down on the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl. I held a $50 ticket at 35-1 odds for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl back in 2017. I bought it in the summer right before the season, 35-1 odds. So I heard Jamie's ads for Prop Swap. I didn't truly understand the concept. I heard him talking about it, and I wanted to know more about it. Jamie explained it to me very kindly. And I thought, this is a brilliant, brilliant process. But then I wondered, if I could have turned the clock back 3 years ago today, so it's the Friday before Super Bowl 52, I'm at the Bellagio. I'm holding that ticket, which is a winning ticket for $1,750. But what I have chickened out and cashed it in on Prop Swap for like $850 on that Friday. And I'm here because it's a show of honesty. I'm sad to say, I think I would have cashed out. I think I would have taken my $850. If they had offered me half price, I think I would have taken my ticket and cashed out. And I realize right now what I would have missed out on and how bad a fan I would have been. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille, here on the John Kincade Show. Bob, I was, when I heard Jamie and he explained it all to me, I'm like, okay, that's a brilliant, by the way, brilliant business concept. Yeah. I love the concept. But I realize if you turned back the clock 3 years, I bet you I would have cashed in the biggest ticket that I've ever cashed in. And I would have cashed it in for half price. I would have chickened out. I would have chickened out and said, wait a minute, I can guarantee myself I'm going to get $850 or something. Oh, I think I would have cashed in, and I think that makes me a bad fan.
No, right there with you. You know why, John? I would have cashed it out too. I would have taken the $850 on Friday or Saturday, whatever it would have been, because that way I would have gone into the game. You have to think of your attitude going into the game, not after they won and all the euphoria and stuff. I don't care who says, oh, I was supremely confident they were going to win that game. And look, I did a pregame show that day, and I predicted them to win. But we're Philadelphia fans. We have to be real with ourselves. You know, in the back of our minds, we were like, ooh, they're probably not going to win, are they? So, yeah, take that money. So you go into the game with the attitude, I'm already a winner. And if the Eagles win, so what? I'm going to be so happy that they won the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be mad that I lost the $850 or didn't gain the extra $850. I'm okay with the $850 I got.
I put a lot of other money on the Eagles to win in a variety of ways. Eagles plus the points. I did an Eagles money line. I did all these kind of things. But, Jamie, if I had done that move, would I have been a bad fan?
Not a bad fan, no. You would have been a smart gambler.
Right. Which
is that an oxymoron?
Which sometimes with some people it is. Yeah. They don't think about it enough.
I've been beat too many times on stuff like that not to take the sure thing. I was supremely confident that they were going to win that game, I wouldn't have cashed out. I made a lot of money on the Eagles that day as well. I took them in the over in every way, shape, and form. So I wouldn't have, but it doesn't make you a bad fan if you were to do that.
I look back, though, and I say, wow. I mean, it's because I was confident.
Mm-hmm.
I was out in Vegas, getting ready to do the show, did the national show, did ESPN radio, did all these kind of things, and I was absolutely said the Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. And I never wavered about why I thought they'd win the Super Bowl, and they won it the reason why. But I never thought that they would have the defensive effort that they had. If you had told me that Brady is going to throw for what seemed like 600 yards, I would have said the Eagles are going to get blown out.
Think of it. The Patriots didn't punt.
The Eagles didn't either, though.
No,
right?
the Eagles did once.
Oh, yeah, there's one. Yeah, there's one punt.
Let's go 3 years ago and 2 days ago,
Yes.
a day before this. If any of us would have said, "Oh, Brady, over 500 yards,
Yes.
3 receivers over 100 yards receptions, and New England's not going to punt," we would have been like, "Oh, good
They're gonna
Lord,
lose
the
by
Eagles are
30.
going to lose." Yeah, exactly, 50-20.
I've heard a lot of people with it, and where I'm really getting to is that, because I do feel bad because I really, if I'm honest with myself, I would have taken the 850 and run.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I would have run.
Yeah,
I sort of feel like there's something bad.
I don't know. There's nothing bad.
No?
I'm a big hedge guy. I'm always hedging.
So you are.
Because I mean it's better to get the money than be sitting there cursing yourself out 3 hours later. Although the poet Meek Mill did once say, "Scared money don't make no money."
I will say,
Words to
I
live
will
by.
say that I am the guy who never wins big, never loses big.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm the same. Yeah.
When I go to casinos and I usually spend like on a trip out there, I'll spend 3 or 4 nights. I never win big. I never lose big. I either come back with a small profit or I lost a little. And so I'm proud of the way I wager. So I play it smart.
So am I, and I get teased about it. But I keep my app on my wife's phone
because you just don't want to.
Because I don't. I'm an extremist. Oh, I got my high school coach had a saying about me one time. He's like, everything you do in life, you do 100%. It's a good and a bad thing. And so, if I get really, really into it and I'm doing it on my own, I don't trust myself sometimes.
Yeah, usually one of the things that you're supposed to say with these betting sites is gamble responsibly.
Right.
And I'm sorry. When you drink, it's drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, and then you should probably apply the same thing to gambling. Gamble responsibly.
You should. Absolutely.
You shouldn't gamble above your means.
I never do.
That gives me anxiety just to think about.
Well, when I teach you the envelope system, I'm waiting to hear what you all will have to say. Now, because I get abused by every single guy that I know.
I think I'm going to be behind it.
Now, did you guys ever have a situation though where you had a life lesson? You gambled irresponsibly, you wagered too much, and it kind of taught you that lesson?
No, because I watched people close to me that gambled irresponsibly. So I watched other people do things that I considered stupid, and I wasn't going to do it. Okay. So and a lot of times that's what it takes for me, Pat, is I need to see somebody else. I don't drink excessively ever, because of the fact that I've seen people that I was close to that drank excessively, and I didn't like how they looked when they drank excessively. So I never, ever will drink a lot.
And you don't do Claritin because you know somebody who got addicted to Claritin.
No.
Zyrtec.
I'm sorry.
By the way, tomorrow when I visit Costco, I will probably pick up some more.
Don't you dare bring that temptation near me, John Kincade.
Pets Plus Natural. I hear Anthony Gargano bragging on these folks. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years. They got the area's largest selection of all natural pet foods, treats, and supplies. They're going to keep your furry loved ones happy and healthy. Man, when Nikki Foles moves up here, I'm going to be taking her out to Pets Plus Natural, and check out petsplusnatural.com. In Cooney's Corner, he has a little quiz for us.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
All right, so before we hit it, I do want to ask you, because I asked Shefty, I think, the other day, does this feel like a normal Super Bowl Sunday to you guys?
The Sunday itself and the party surrounding it doesn't, but the game itself kind of does.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Because this game
is awesome.
Is arguably about one of the best
storyline
games we've had in a while.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that way to me, though, at all.
Yeah, personally it doesn't, but the game feels epic.
See, it's weird, and this is why I came up with this question last night. It feels normal to me because I don't usually get all that hyped up for a Super Bowl. Like, I love watching the game.
You love watching it.
But the surroundings of it doesn't really do much for me. And therefore, even though this was the strangest of sports seasons, this Super Bowl feels a little bit normal to me, which is not all that hyped up. You know, like, I could see it being a blowout and me changing the channel in the third quarter or something and looking at something else a little bit.
That's because you're not having a party this year.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know what I mean? You're not at a party.
No, I don't.
Which you normally would be amongst more people. Than
You'd normally be making jambalaya.
Yeah, we normally don't. I normally don't. I usually watch the game at home. Yeah, I don't really do. I might do some get-togethers, but
I found myself. It's weird because getting hyped up, it definitely is different. I'm always excited to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I always feel a little somber when my team's not in it, especially all those years that Andy Reid had them knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And it didn't get done. I remember before leaving for Vegas the weekend before the Super Bowl, back when the Eagles were in it, I brought my Eagles the towel from the Minnesota game that they gave out, the rally towel.
I have it somewhere.
I brought it with me and had Monsignor Dillon give it a blessing.
Oh,
and
that's
my wife
nice.
and daughter literally walked away from me when I was asking him to do it. They were absolutely embarrassed that I brought the Eagles towel to church.
You need all the good juju.
No,
we were Catholic.
Well, okay. I mean, you get my point, though.
I lost a wedding ring one time, and I got a new one and put it on. And Father Bob, who married me and was my high school assistant coach.
And he blessed it.
Well, it was funny. I went over to him. I said, "Hey, Bob, I just lost my old ring. I just have a new one. Can you throw a blessing on this?" And he's like, "Yeah, put the beer down, though." And we both laughed. But anyway, so my question to you guys is, because the Super Bowl isn't, I guess I realize it's not super high on my order. List in order. What is your watching preference? And here are your 4 choices.
Okay.
The March Madness final game, NCAA championship game, Masters Sunday, Super Bowl, or any other sport championship game 7. Baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever it may be. List in order, 1 being your favorite. What would it be? I'll start with you, Mr. Lynch.
I would go Super Bowl, Game 7, Masters, March Madness.
All right. How about you, John?
Championship Game 7 1, Masters Sunday 2, Super Bowl 3, March Madness Final 4.
Wow. How about you, Pat?
Championship Game 7 1, Super Bowl 2, March Madness 3, Masters Sunday is the
that's probably like
distant.
50th on your
exactly,
list. Yeah. How about that?
Wow, the championship of the NCAA tournament, I will always insist, is anticlimactic. People are more interested in the first 2 days of the tournament than they are in the last day of the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what has a big part to do with this?
It's a backwards tournament.
It is. And I think one of Jamie's complaints is a reason why. Because the championship game doesn't start until 9:15.
It's ridiculous.
I walked out of one, played in Atlanta when Maryland won. I believe we walked out of the arena at 12:25 at night.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
That's so stupid.
The Juan Dixon, Maryland Terrapins?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Gary Williams, man.
Yeah, local product.
One of the most entertaining.
When Chris Jenkins hit that shot, I was scheduled to be in to help the morning show that morning if Villanova won, and that game started super late, and I knew I was going to get no sleep whatsoever if they won, and I'm a Villanova hater, so I was cheering for whoever they were playing.
It's big of you.
Terrible.
Yeah, and he hits the shot, and I walk in, and my wife goes, "Oh, so who won?" And I went, "Villanova won. I'm going to get about 3 hours sleep," and it was probably the greatest college basketball game I've ever seen.
It was an awesome game.
That was. Now, I think I'm the only one that has Masters Sundays number 1 on my list.
I considered it, but I
Mine's
couldn't.
Mine's two.
Yeah. So Masters Sunday is 1 for me. Championship Game 7 is 2. March Madness Final 3. Super Bowl is 4.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, unless the Eagles are in it, which is different.
Of course.
That's totally different.
I understand Game 7's different in that it's a series, but the Super Bowl is essentially
No, I hear you.
a Game 7.
We are so going to Club Magnolia. We are
yeah.
absolutely making this
Speak
happen.
it into existence.
We're absolutely going to make this
Did I
happen.
miss a sporting event on there?
No.
Okay.
Well, Game 7 of any sport, though.
Especially
NBA,
hockey.
Stanley Cup,
It's
whatever.
special,
And by the
yeah.
way, it can be Game 7 of a first-round series, Game 7 of
Sure.
Yeah, I just put
I love Game
championship
7.
just to
I
make
love
it a
Game
little more.
7, but it makes it a little more juicy.
Yeah.
Hey, it's talking about juicy. Have you been wrong by a bad breakfast? Get the breakfast you deserve with Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $4, now on select breakfast sandwiches. Justice is served at participating Wendy's for a limited time only, a single item at regular price. We want to remind you, maybe money's a little tight this year. You don't have money to wager, to gamble. Well, guess what? You can gamble for free by joining our free Prop Bets Challenge at 97.5thefanatic.com. We're giving you a free entry, and you can win $500. All you have to do is answer the most correct questions on the website. So get on there, go to 97.5thefanatic.com. This is a free entry, free contest that'll let you, how many beers is Bob going to drink while he's watching the Super Bowl before he turns it off? Who is going to, all these kind of questions are out there, plus questions about the game, too. It's fun, it's free, and it's $500. And Jamie's friends helped to bring it to us.
Yeah, our friends at PropSwap.com bring us this fun little event. It's America's marketplace to buy and sell sports wagers. Find the best odds in the country right now at PropSwap.com.
Not the Lynches. The Lynches did not sponsor this.
Do you guys do the block pools?
Of course, I'm not in one this year.
No?
And it's so funny because I've always done that. Now, Doc's telling me about one yesterday that he's in, where you win if your block hits, you win, and every block that touches the block
gets a cut,
wins also. That they win a little prize also.
Interesting.
Like, so you win for being like second place.
Yeah.
It's sort of a strange.
And it waters down the payouts.
Yeah, I would think it would water down the payouts.
Yeah,
but I guess
absolutely.
more people are doing those kind of things. I'm not in one this year.
No, I'm not either.
I'm not in one this year.
I am. Just with some college buddies run one. But,
Really?
Yeah.
That's not
I
bad.
got to find one.
Anybody
out there has extra blocks, let me
Next
know.
year, I wanted the beginning of next football season, by the way, like a gang of us from ESPN Radio and everything. We have a thing we play every year where we pick all the games all season long.
Mm-hmm.
And we pick every single game and you put confidence points on it.
Oh, yeah. I run a pool like that for the bowl games.
For the bowl games.
Yeah.
Well, next year, the John Kincade Show, we are going to have one of these where every single week you pick every single game. You're not picking spreads. You're just going to pick confidence points. And we're all going to be in it.
All right.
And I'm telling you, we're going to get some sponsors on this thing and everything. And I promise you this, if you finish like 55th and you have like, if the best host on the list is like 55th, we will be so embarrassed.
Yeah, of course.
It'll be so embarrassing. But people love it. They love saying, man,
See us be
I'm
wrong.
ahead of Cooney. I moved ahead of Cooney with that win.
Yeah, we have some fun pools that we do here that I run.
I love that stuff. Oh, good. I love that.
Yeah.
You do everything to 100%, so I love that. You do. You have a very intense quality to you.
I'm cold and intense. John has me as a serial killer.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sometimes if it's
don't mess with me,
Franco. If that's the case,
I need a tumor.
That's what happens. So we have lots coming up. Remember, 9:00 today. You can play along with us. We will publish our 4 wagers or less than 4 wagers, depending on everybody's strategy, that we're making on Super Bowl 55 in our challenge here within the show. We will publish those on a thread, and then we want you to add yours. Play along on your sportsbook app of choice, and you play along and try to see how you do against us. And we will see who ends up winning this thing on Monday. Remember, the winner here gets all the profits. The winner here gets everybody's profit off of their original wager. So we should have a lot of fun with that. If you'd like to join us, you can at 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hang out with us on this Friday. And I'm going to ask you a question coming up. And I don't know that I could do this. But I think everybody else is going to agree that they could. We'll get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yes, Parks Casino. That's where I'll be on Sunday between 3 and 5, and I look forward to getting to meet some of you out there at the Parks Casino Sportsbook. Well, you realize this, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, if you can't be with me, you can be with me in spirit, because the Parks Casino Sportsbook app is right there in the palm of your hand. It allows you to have in-game wagering, which truly is game-changing, where you can wager in the midst of a game on how you think things are changing in the game, how you think things are trending. Okay, Kansas City, right now, -3 versus Tampa Bay. Over-under at 56. But again, you can bet on so many things more than the score. Over 600 ways to bet on the big game with the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. I want you to download it today, or you can go to parxcasino.com/PA. You can sign up now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Isn't that nice? This big game weekend, you can do that. Download it today. You got to be 21 or older in Pennsylvania. I'll see you on Sunday. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Want a breakdown of all the latest lines, spreads, and props for each week in the NFL season? Check out Draft Lines with Jamie Lynch and Devon Givens every Friday night at 6. Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code FANATIC for a special offer when you sign up. Draft Lines, Fridays at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, everybody, it's John Kincade. And you know, I've been using a little extra time now to learn how to cook, to learn my way around my old hometown. There's so many new roads around here, and I'm constantly using my T-Mobile phone. And you know why it's so easy for me to use it? Because it's got the best network. Since T-Mobile and Sprint merged, the best network is right here in my old backyard of Philadelphia that I'm starting to learn all about again. Plus, with my wife and daughter down in Atlanta, I constantly have to stay connected. I need a reliable network. I want to be able to FaceTime, and I want to be able to use all those apps on the phone while I'm watching sporting events at night. You get the idea? My T-Mobile device never lets me down because I've got the best network, and I've been a customer with T-Mobile since day one. You can use your phone in more places, everywhere you go. I want you to make the switch to T-Mobile today. Visit T-Mobile.com to learn more. Get into one of their local area stores. And remember, coverage is not available in some areas. Tell them Kincade sent you.
I hate Steven Singer.
I get that a lot.
You know why?
Why?
Because unless I buy my gifts from Steven Singer Jewelers, my wife isn't satisfied.
So, how can I help you?
Well, how do you get away with advertising real roses you don't throw in the trash in a week?
They're my famous roses, dipped in pure 24-karat gold. They last forever.
Sounds expensive.
They start at just $59. Each one comes in a premium color and is shipped in our signature gift box with a love message from you.
Do I have to water it?
Nope, it's a real rose, and it's preserved in pure gold.
All right. How do I get one?
Easy. Just go to IHateStevenSinger.com.
Shipping.
It's free, and your rose is guaranteed for life.
What if she hates my personal love message?
Just pick one from our online list.
Just click on IHateStevenSinger.com to see the entire collection of real roses dipped in 24-karat gold. No matter how you feel about Steven Singer, she'll love it.
Do you still hate me?
Absolutely.
Everyone knows that Valentine's Day is all about the wow factor. So give her a reason to brag on the next Zoom call and win Valentine's with an enviable bouquet of red roses from 1-800-Flowers. Right now, 1-800-Flowers has an amazing offer for our listeners. Get 18 red roses for $39.99 or upgrade to 24 red roses for just $10 more. That's right, 18 red roses for $39.99 or upgrade to 24 red roses for $10 more. An early delivery of red roses from 1-800-Flowers lets her show off just how much you love her. All roses from 1-800-Flowers are picked at their peak, cared for every step of the way, and shipped fresh to ensure lasting beauty. Get right to the romance this Valentine's Day and find the way to wow her. 1-800-Flowers.com. To order 18 red roses for $39.99 or upgrade to 24 red roses for only $10 more, go to 1-800-Flowers.com, click the radio icon, and enter code KJZ. That's 1-800-Flowers.com, code KJZ.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Some fuel system cleaner could help. It cleans your entire fuel system to help improve your fuel economy. Right now, you can get Chevron Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner for just $4.99. Plus a $1 bonus reward if you're an AutoZone Rewards member. Not a member? We can sign you up fast right here in store or on AutoZone.com. Getting the job done just got easier. Terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Good morning, privates!
Good morning, Drill Sergeant!
I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone?
Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat.
That's why you can use an entire bottle to make buffalo chicken dip. The kind you might make for when you're watching the game at home. And maybe this year there's less people around to watch the game with. Yay! But that just means there's more dip, and it's all for you. Some of you may say, that's too much dip. But deep down in your heart of hearts, you know it isn't. So go ahead. Finish it. Frank's Red Hot don't judge. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
You heard you could save big when you bundle home and auto with Progressive, so you went online to check it out. But then you saw a link for a survey about which type of bread you are. And now you're on question 17, barely scratching the surface of your bread identity. You always thought of yourself as a brioche, but are you actually more of a pumpernickel? Ah, yes. They said it was easy to save money bundling with Progressive, but they forgot about the rest of the internet. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. But even in, I'm going to say it, unprecedented times, don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig, with the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks, and with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next. And bounce forward. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
All right, everybody, here's what we have to do on Sunday. We need to celebrate the 55th edition of the big game with exclusive 55-1 odds on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino. If you've never tried FanDuel before, new users can bet on either team and get 55-1 odds when Tampa Bay and Kansas City face off Sunday. That's right. You can bet $5 and win $275 if you pick the winner of the big game on February 7th, which is this Sunday. You got the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. You got the best quarterback playing in the game right now, Patrick Mahomes. I'm telling you, we'll give you our picks at 9 o'clock, but to me, that smells like a lot of points. And you know I've been betting on FanDuel all season long for football, and the app is so easy to use. They have the fastest withdrawals, live betting, odds boosts, and specials. My favorite feature, which is the same game parlays, where you can get a massive payout. There's no better time than now. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and use promo code Bob to get started. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. New users only. Must wager designated boost market. Deposit required. Maximum bonus $275. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Sorry, this is your life right now. Listening to me on the radio.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
The shame and embarrassment Penn State's facing on this tweet. It's amazing.
Oh, they're getting dragged.
People are enjoying this.
Oh, the ratio of it's not good.
Man, they're enjoying this. They could have hired somebody from Temple or Newman to run their social media for them.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
That's it's awful. Doesn't somebody approve what goes up?
That's why I think it's kind of a joke.
If you missed it on the Penn State's bragging this morning on a tweet, they're bragging that there has been a Penn Stater has appeared in every Super Bowl in big bold letters, and then in very fine print at the bottom, except for 5.
Oh, jeez.
That is a violation, Mike Missinelli.
You could have played it so much differently. 91%.
Yes.
That's how many Super Bowls Penn State player has been acted.
Or better yet, you could say Penn State players are in the top 5, our program, for appearing in Super Bowls.
Yeah,
whatever.
Unless those numbers don't play to their narrative.
I think that's more impressive, or pointing out the number of Penn State players who have played in the Super Bowl is more impressive than just saying.
You see, that doesn't fit the narrative, though.
But I think the narrative's weak.
It is weak.
Oh yeah,
narrative.
no question.
Like, okay, you had one player, and that's cool, except 5. It's just who thought of this?
I expect Mike Missinelli to address this afternoon on the Mike Missinelli Show. He should address this.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath.
In embarrassment, Mike needs to speak for Penn State Nation, because this is embarrassing. Him and Martinez should both be very, very embarrassed by this.
I think Mike will admit it.
I think he'll step up and he'll say it's a violation.
Yeah,
I think he'll defend it.
Are you rooting for? If you're a Patriots fan, put yourself in Patriots fan shoes this morning. Are you rooting for Tom Brady to win on Sunday? Will you be genuinely pleased to watch Tom Brady hoist a Lombardi if he wins?
Yes.
If you're a Patriots fan, you're like,
yes,
I'm cool with
I
it.
would. And one of my really good friends from college lives in Boston.
What's
diehard.
Sully's name? Sully.
Yeah. And he still calls him Tommy.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He said, let's go, Tommy. I'm betting on Tommy on Sunday. They have a fondness for him, and rightfully so. I would.
Yeah.
I would, too, if the guy won me 6 Super Bowls.
Yes.
He could do no wrong in my book. I'd take a bullet for the guy.
Yeah, one of my best friends is married to a girl from the New England area, Chelsea, and she is
Chelsea,
a diehard Patriots fan. And she was texting us, or he was texting us, that she was actively cheering for Tom and the Tampa Bay Bucks during the playoffs. So they're still very loyal to Tom Brady, as he should be.
Exactly.
Honestly.
There's not one reason not to be cheering for him if you're a Patriots fan.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't root against him, but I can't say that I'd be like sitting there cheering for him actively rooting for him to win the game. I would not root against him ever.
Well, I said to you earlier, we're cheering for Andy Reid here in Philadelphia, and he never won. Can you imagine if somebody had won 6 times for you?
Oh, absolutely. I get it. I guess I don't feel the. I guess
who's your most beloved Philadelphia sports figure?
Jeez, way to drop that on us.
Wow. Most beloved. I would say it probably would be Chase Utley.
Okay. Imagine if they won 6 titles here and he went to another team and was in the say the Dodgers.
I rooted for him with the Dodgers.
Exactly.
That's your answer.
But I also absolutely clown showed the fans giving him a standing ovation multiple times.
I didn't mind
That's ridiculous. You're cheering against your team. You're literally giving a standing ovation for somebody who's coming in to try to beat your team. It's all right. No. You're telling your own team you're cheering for someone who's trying to beat your team.
It's a thank you, and now strike out.
One time,
right?
Guess
Yeah.
what?
Thank you. Now strike out.
Chase Utley is introduced into the game. He's introduced the first time he's coming to the plate. I absolutely stand up, standing ovation, give him the cheer. First time he's in, and then that's it. From that point on, he's trying to beat your team. It's asinine. The cheering for him is asinine.
But if you're a Phillies player, you go, damn.
Yep.
If I
said damn.
If I bust it and have a pretty good career here, look how I'm treated.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's too introspective for a baseball player.
Yeah, a little too introspective. I can tell you. I will tell you this, Bob. Be honest. You've been in a lot of locker rooms. Egan, I don't know how many of the professional sports locker rooms you've been in.
He's not allowed in.
Collecting
There's
sound.
restraining orders.
No, I've been in the Flyers locker room before.
Have you been in all locker rooms?
No.
Okay. Jamie, all or no?
Eagles, yes. Phillies, yes. Oddly, Sixers, no. Flyers, yes.
I've been in all.
I've been in all. Yeah.
In my life, and with a microphone collecting sound at sometimes, which I haven't had to do in a long time. List for me the order of preference of going into a locker room. If someone said to you, you never had to go into one of these locker rooms again as a media member, what sport would it be?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Hands down, baseball. It's not close.
They're the worst of the four.
Every media member I speak to says the same thing. But you know what, though? I feel a little bit bad for those guys because they have the most face time with the media.
162 games.
And I can understand a little of where it comes from. But if you never had to go into that baseball clubhouse, it's better for you. In the linchpin today, Jamie and the Lynch family is pushing for another national holiday.
This is the linchpin.
Another national holiday?
So I'm riding the elevator the other day, and we have that little TV screen up there that gives you the news and information and stats and all that stuff. And I saw a recent study said that 52% of Americans agree that the upcoming Monday should be a national holiday. And as much as I love the Super Bowl and I love the NFL and football, that's an absurd thought. That a football game hangover, more or less, deserves a national holiday? Yeah, I know nobody wants to work, but think about it. We're saying a national holiday would be accepted by the majority of Americans for following a football game.
We have Martin Luther King Day in January. We have President's Day in February.
Mm-hmm.
And President's Day, I mean, you're not making another national holiday. Are people simpletons? I mean, they're simpletons. But more importantly, I got great news for them, Jamie. When the NFL goes to an 18-game schedule, and it will, it's going 17 next year, it appears. So 18, when they go to 18, the season will start the Sunday after Labor Day, 2 bye weeks, and the Super Bowl will always come on President's Day weekend from that point
That
on.
makes sense.
And everyone will have the option. Now, we will not, because we are here for you. We're the show that loves you. We will be working. So there you go.
Yeah, you don't need off.
Right? Isn't it absurd to even think of football
Crazy.
games,
Well, that's
party?
because you guys like to, but you guys will imbibe.
Yeah, but
I'll show up for work.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect
I may
you
have
guys.
already imbibed and showed up
Because
for work.
you're professionals.
Yeah.
What I love is Jamie goes, I can't believe we might actually want a national holiday for a football game. Americans will take a national holiday for anything because it means they don't work.
Look, I'm not anti-holiday. I love holidays, but the thought that a national holiday should be implemented for a football game?
I'll take a national holiday for anything.
That's just absurd to me.
I watched one of the Sunday news shows last week.
Nude?
News shows.
Oh, I didn't know what you
that
said.
said every American worker should have the option of not going back to work in the workplace, and they should be able to work from home. This was actually a discussion on a network news show saying that every American worker should have protections that if they don't want to go back to work because we've seen how a pandemic can destroy, they should be able to work from home and an employer should not be able to fire them. When we're done this.
Yeah.
And I shook my head. I watched the conversation and said, okay, this is going to end fast. This can't be a real conversation.
Boy, I really
It's
worry about the
stupidity.
socialization of people anymore because the phones took it away already from our kids. You know, they don't really know how to talk to each other all that well. And now you're going to say, oh, you're going to go to college and you're going to get a job where you can sit home after not learning how to talk to people all through your adolescence.
Okay, I will ask Egan, who was the person that they had on arguing this? Give me the demographic.
Oh, it's got to be my age group.
And male, female?
I would go with female.
Uh-huh. Very good. Around 30, early 30s.
30, 31,
And
32.
she talked a little like this, and that a little bit. But she was she was Harvard educated.
But did she make good points?
She was Harvard? No, she didn't.
She didn't make the case?
No. If you're an employer, you should not be able to have your employees say to you, I'm staying home and you're going to pay me exactly what you pay me. I'm going to stay home in my pajamas every day.
Yeah, but what if the data shows you that the work is not only getting done, it's actually improved?
I'll make the rules for my corporation. Thank you very much.
Once again, what if the data
if
shows
I choose to
if you were a boss?
No, Pat.
John, if you're a boss,
Pat,
what if
this
the
is
data
simple.
shows you?
If I chose to allow you, you're not listening. If I chose in my corporation to say I've seen the data and I'm going to give you the option, that's one thing. But no, the worker doesn't get to tell the employer what they're going to do. That's the point of the conversation.
But if
I'll
you,
be
as
working
the,
from home on Monday,
as the owner, see that your employees
Then they
gain
get to
2
make-
hours a
well,
day of
guess what?
productivity
Guess
because they're
what?
not commuting,
They get to make that
that's your
choice.
call. Yeah.
But the worker can't tell the employer.
No.
You're losing this in the translation somewhere.
No.
The employer
No. I
can
get
tell.
it. They
can
can't make that call.
choice.
No.
And this was like, oh my God, like I really think that people should be able to work from home. And we've seen in a pandemic now, like it could be really bad. Like people should not, and there's going to be another pandemic. We know that. That's another one I've heard. This is just going to be the first one. There's going to be more. We've had one pandemic
in 100 years.
Every 100 years we tend to have one.
Yeah.
This was 102 years since the last one.
Yeah, let's hope it's 200
So
for the next.
but she's telling people, I know there's going to be another one right in the heels of this, and then we're going to have another one.
Yeah.
So
one of my friends had an interesting thought that I didn't think. Now, he works for a very successful floor company.
Okay.
And he's been there a long time, very successful himself. He's been working from home, and the top bosses, and it's a worldwide company, but the bosses in his area said, yeah, the more people we get to work from home, this is something that they're thinking of, the building that we rent for
It's
our
less.
offices.
Yes.
So now we can get a smaller building,
Oh,
save
yeah.
money. There's so many ramifications to everything.
wait till you see everybody who tells you Manhattan is going to bounce back. New York City is going to bounce back. Manhattan, so much of Manhattan is based on rental of office space.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? If those people, let's say a third of them never come back to work, then there are ghost buildings right now in Manhattan. There are buildings that are 7, 8, 9 floors empty. Mm-hmm. They may never come back.
My cousin works in commercial real estate. I've had this conversation with him a lot. And some companies are going to downsize their office spaces because they've seen data that shows employees are sometimes even more productive working from home because you're there 24 hours a day. You don't have to commute 2 hours, 2.5 hours anymore. You're home. So, like, you could work in your downtime.
The law firm for injured workers is our friends at Martin Law. Visit paworkinjury.com today. Be sure to be tuned in at 9 a.m. when we will unveil our Super Bowl wagers, where everybody will get in and everybody will get their bets in. And whoever is the most victorious, who creates the largest profit margin, they will keep everyone else's profit over their initial investment.
It's going to be Coach.
Coach is very excited. Coach got on his app this morning.
He's never really gambled.
Coach downloaded
He was
the
getting
app.
learned this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to. So when we do go to Vegas as a show, is Coach going to have to be drug kicking and screaming to the gambling floor, or what will it be, Coach? Will you be seeing Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson
on mushrooms?
Yeah, I don't gamble.
Me neither.
Like I seriously needed help this morning.
Wait a minute, you don't gamble?
Not at
gamble?
casinos.
Oh, at casinos.
I use the app all the time.
But you
I
go to
obviously have a
sportsbook
show.
in Vegas.
Yes.
You wouldn't?
I mean, I'll go. Yeah,
they're the best.
Yeah, but no, I'm not. I don't.
The best, Jerry. The best.
me and Coach will sit around and drink Menage a Trois or something.
Well, wait a minute. If you place wagers, you can drink for free.
Yes.
Oh, I'll act like I'm placing wagers.
No,
they
you have
sniff
to
you
show
out.
the tickets. You have to show the tickets, so they've got it for you. Okay, we want to congratulate our own Adam Joseph, the official meteorologist of the John Kincade Show. Bob, you've gotten quite cozy with Adam, too. It's National Weathercasters Day.
Happy National Weathercasters Day.
Congratulations, Adam.
So congratulations to Adam Joseph, and I absolutely need... I'm not using that soundbite. I absolutely need Adam Joseph to cut my hair.
Yeah, we got to get this done soon.
Have you reached back out to him?
My hair, I'm going to have to do this. But the thing is, though, the plan was we were going to do it outside in the parking lot that way because of COVID and everything like that, do it outside. Well, the parking lot right now looks like snowy Beirut. I mean, it's you're maneuvering. It's hard to find. Plus, it's freezing cold outside. Yeah. And what if Adam gets sick?
Well,
and then,
Adam will know what the weather's going to be like, so he can plan ahead.
And then Cecily gets pissed because Adam has to call in sick. See, I don't want to be the reason that Action News
You're chickening out.
And their entire...
Yeah, it sounds like
You're chickening out.
No,
you
Adam's
won't let Adam touch your hair.
No,
he's
I
in
want Adam
peak
to touch
physical
my hair.
condition.
So you're saying he's fine?
He's fine out in the cold for 15 minutes.
Okay, I just want... I mean, because I really do. We have to arrange this because I need a haircut badly.
Yeah, you've been talking about it a lot.
Like Faison. I feel like Faison right now. I mean, my hair is long right now for me.
I don't know who that is.
It is too long. Yes, you do. You know who Faison is. Google him. Google Cesar Faison.
Wait, is it a General Hospital person?
He's a great villain. Adam Joseph, though, come on.
We need you, Adam. DM me or
National
something,
Weathercasters Day, I don't want him getting in trouble with, because we've seen this week, don't screw with Cecily.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, don't mess with Cecily. She got in a voicemail that somebody was being rude to her on voicemail, and she put that person on blast. It was a woman from Cape May who actually called the station and said, I don't like your haircut. It makes you look old or something.
Cape May Karen?
It was. I don't know what it was. Was that what it was?
I think it was Cape May Karen.
Yeah, for the point of the story.
Yeah, but it was, though, something. It might have been that, or it might have been her name. And she's like, and that dress you're wearing, you look like you're going to a nightclub or something like that. And that dress you wore yesterday, get rid of it.
Oh, yeah. She was like, sleeveless and it's 20 degrees out. Really?
Guess what?
What do you care?
Do people realize, too, the underneath the lights of a television lights, it's hot. Oh, I bet you're a sweater.
Oh, I'm a big sweater, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But his nipples stay hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jamie can go through a shirt pretty quickly. But
oh, so wait, Jamie, are you pitting?
I'm not a big pit guy because I don't have any hair. You just see it all. So it just downpours.
So you see it. So you start
it's like buckets.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I have to wear a headband when I play basketball. Not because it looks cool, because I literally need it.
I sort of want to see this now.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I'm
really
really drawn into this now that I'd like to see this. So it like starts the droplets form in your head, and it comes
pours
down.
Yeah.
Do you mow the lawn? Of course not.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you do?
I'll sweat through a shirt mowing the lawn.
Well, he used to. He's got a person for that now.
Well, he's got a tractor. She ain't doing that much sweating.
Wait a minute. You have a
push.
tractor?
It's a push.
You have
push
a
mower.
push. But it's got the self-propelled, of course.
Oh, yeah. Every lawnmower has self-propel now, yeah.
It does?
Yeah, God, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
yeah.
standard
Honest to
these
God,
days.
yes.
Yeah.
I really didn't know.
You have a little arm bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a little arm bar will move it along.
But I will sweat through a shirt.
But you were sweating through the shirt.
Yeah.
I sweat. I'm a good sweater. Always
You're
have been
a
a
big
real
sweater?
good big sweater, yeah.
If you were to run, if you were to take an hour.
I don't run.
Okay, you do not run.
Oh, God,
If
no.
you were to do an hour on the treadmill, do you ever do an hour on treadmill like intervals where you'll run for 5 minutes and then walk for 10? And
That's
then
like
run?
part of my routine.
Okay,
I jog, as I told you. I jog.
How bad is your shirt afterwards? My dry fit shirts are soaking wet.
Yeah.
They're soaking wet.
Yeah, Jamie, because you have a Peloton, do you have a towel
Yes,
under
how
it?
is the Peloton?
No, there's like a rubber mat, and then I'll just wipe that
There's
up.
the rubber mat. By the way, really make sure you keep that rubber mat there. Because they're showing how people are destroying. You can go on the internet and see it. How
Destroying
people
their floors?
Destroying their floors.
Yeah, I can
With
imagine.
the Peloton?
With the Pelotons.
Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
they're not putting something. Because on the TV, they never show you.
Yeah.
First of all, those skinny ass people never are sweating. They didn't get looking like that riding a Peloton. That's not how you get in shape like that.
And
you have to do weight training to look like these people look. You have to do weight training. It's not you're not riding a bike and getting ripped abs, Bob.
Look at him.
Let me see those ripped abs. Jamie, you do maybe you do.
I'll tell you right now, too, if you watch one of the Peloton lessons, if you will, they're not getting a good at least the people aren't getting a good workout because they're giving you inspirational messages for half of it.
I mean, you may get you're going to burn calories.
I mean, push
so you're
through
doing
it.
something
hell
good
yeah.
for yourself. You're going to burn calories. You're going to take off some of the stuff you ate that day, and that's great.
Yeah.
But you're not getting washboard abs by riding a Peloton.
Well, the Peloton community has yoga, lifting, core exercises.
Wait. How do you do yoga on a bike?
You don't do it on the bike. It's all included. Like once you pay the $40 a month, you basically get home instructors in your house. So they have
They come to your house?
No, you have the app or the
Master
tablet.
Jamie.
Addie does yoga.
Look who's here, Tiffany.
Yeah,
Tiffany.
Jamie's got Emma Lovewell coming to his house and giving him a private lesson.
Tiffany from Peloton is here.
I love that.
They're going to do a little work. What do you mean? You know the Peloton instructors?
I have my favorite
Sure.
instructors.
How does
yeah.
Egan know them?
He has one.
have
No,
one too?
no, my wife was smart. She bought a spin bike and then just signed up for the app. Because you can sign up for the app and pay the price without actually buying a Peloton. So we went cheap.
That's really
And I've been down there when she's doing it. I'm like, these people are insufferable.
Really? What they're like doing? Like, come on,
It's literally it's like
feel the good vibes.
You are a natural warrior. You lift up, and I'm like, shut up and
it's part of the cult, Pat. Leave us alone.
yeah, like the instructor to me.
Do you hand out flowers at the mall later?
Mm-hmm. My guy Alex Toussaint, he'll get you pumped up, John. All right?
Really?
Oh yeah, he's very motivation.
Can you get him on the show?
Motivational. Maybe.
Why don't you reach out?
All right, I will.
Can you get him on the show? I'd love to expose. The cult that it
he'll
is.
shoot you down. When the Jordan documentary came out, he did a Jordan-inspired ride. It was awesome.
Here, everybody, we're going to play some illegal wagers. We're going to bet on sports and then get a suspension that we will then pass off as a retirement. That's what he did. He give you that one too? Did he tell you?
Ponzi scheme.
Because Mike, he retired from the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He retired. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that the conspiracy theory you buy into?
It's not a conspiracy theory. The NBA was
That's what everybody who believes in a conspiracy theory says.
The NBA was investigating Michael Jordan for gambling. The day he retired from the NBA, they dropped their investigation into his gambling. Then he came back to the NBA. So what would you do? Wouldn't you pick up the investigation again? Wouldn't you at that point say, wait a minute, if you stop doing something to avoid the investigation, I would think you'd then open up the investigation.
Yeah, there's many people think the NBA thinks he paid the price with his father getting killed.
Oh my God,
and
terrible.
it's horrible. It's
Absolutely
it's a
terrible.
bad story.
Hey, your FU Money keywords coming up in just a few moments here. You get your chance to win some cash, and at 9 o'clock we compare notes, and then you will judge us and say who do you think is going to be most victorious on Sunday. It's the John Kincade Show, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic. I love that Steven Singer has jumped on board as a sort of a charter advertiser here with the John Kincade Show because I think he sees value. If you go to IHateStevenSinger.com, you realize he understands value because the way he is able to bring you quality jewelry at amazing prices, he saw the diamond in the rough that is the John Kincade Show. And right now with Valentine's Day right around the corner, he wants to share that expertise with you. How about free shipping? Right now at IHateStevenSinger.com. There's no better way to say I love you. Those brand new Twinkle Twinkle Deep Blue Sparkling Roses absolutely gorgeous. I can tell you this. If you've got a guy who you don't have to use any kind of promo code, you don't have to take advantage of a special sale, Steven Singer just brings you the best prices, he brings you the best customer service, and he wants to make you a customer for life. And we thank him yesterday for having fun with us during Love or Cuz. So, check out Steven Singer this weekend. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Do not wait till the last minute, guys. Do not mess up this Valentine's Day. Tell them John Kincade sent you.
The John Kincade Show.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah, he must work out.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Andrew Salchunas this Saturday from 3 to 6. Then Bob Cooney Saturday from 6 to 8. Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. Andrew and Bob this Saturday on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The 55th big game is this weekend. And to celebrate football's finale, DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is doubling your money if a touchdown is scored in the big game. That's right. All it takes is for one touchdown to be scored Sunday night, and boom, your money is double. And you know these two teams, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, they can light up that scoreboard. So is there any doubt that we'll see one or more touchdowns in this game? As if this game wasn't enough reason to party, with double the cash, you'll be celebrating till next season. And don't forget about DraftKings Big Game Prediction Challenge with up to $55 million in total prizes up for grabs and instant prizes for everyone who enters the contest. Let me take my phone out here right now and do this on my app because this is simply too good to be true. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign up using code FANATIC to get a shot at doubling your money if a touchdown is scored in Sunday's game. The best quarterback in the game currently facing off against the greatest quarterback of all time. I know that there will be a lot of points on the field on Sunday night. That's code FANATIC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/prediction-challenge-DFS for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For the big game, there's one thing everyone can agree on. Fresh, soft pretzels. Go to PhillyPretzelFactory.com now and order your pretzel tray. You can't forget the pretzels, and there's bound to be a Philly Pretzel Factory near you. Go to PhillyPretzelFactory.com to find your location. Score the extra point with your choice of dips, from cheese to chocolate to super hot mustard. You and your pretzel tray will be the real MVP of the game. Philly Pretzel Factory, where better gets made.
DSC. There are so many razors out there. How do you choose which one's right for you? Well, at Dollar Shave Club, we got you. With a 6-blade cartridge for daily shavers with short hair and a 4-blade cartridge for less frequent shavers with longer hair. Still confused? Well, we put both blades in one new starter box, so you can test drive both. Check out DollarShaveClub.com/ESPN, DollarShaveClub.com/ESPN, and visit DSC at your nearest store. You've got questions, we got answers. Welcome to the club.
Now at a store near you.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Bet Rivers Sportsbook wants you to experience Rush Pay. When you want to cash out your winnings, you don't want to wait 2 days just to get the go-ahead to withdraw your money. That's why Bet Rivers created Rush Pay. With Rush Pay, 80% of withdrawal requests are approved instantly, meaning you'll get your money faster. Why wait? Get your cash when you want it. Bet with a winner. Bet with Bet Rivers Sportsbook at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's in store this week at Staples?
Maximizing your refund and your peace of mind.
Now at Staples, save up to $25 on select TurboTax software, including new TurboTax Live.
TurboTax Live puts you in touch with a live expert, or do it yourself with TurboTax desktop software.
Shop in store, pick up curbside, or get it delivered same day through Instacart. And save big every day at Staples.
While supplies last. Ends 2/13/21. Curbside available at most stores. Instacart delivery subject to availability. Additional fees may apply.
Quarterback Patrick Mahomes for Hellsberg Diamonds.
Okay, the clock's ticking and you still need a gift, but you're not sure where to start.
Believe me, I've been there. So here's the game plan. Get to Helzberg Diamonds, where they have stunning jewelry at great prices and all the no-pressure advice you need to bring home a W. You've got this. Now get out there and win Valentine's Day.
Gift a half-carat total weight diamond heart pendant in your choice of white, yellow, or rose gold for just $299.99. A savings of $500. Valentine's Day is Sunday, February 14th.
When's the last time you looked at your bathroom? Second thought, you might not want to make eye contact with that old faucet. It's time to head to Lowe's for some home improvement. Choose from stylish brands like American Standard, Delta, and Style Selections, and transform your before bathroom into an amazing after bathroom. Woohoo! You can't see her, but she's high-fiving herself. Don't just do it yourself. Do it for yourself. Stop by Lowe's or visit lowes.com/DIFY for vanities starting at $99. Valid through 3/31 U.S. only.
Since the dawn of time, men and women have fought over one thing: the temperature. It's too hot. It's too cold. I'm sweating. I'm freezing. It's time to end the thermostat wars. It's time to give peace a chance. It's time for a high-efficiency heating and cooling system for even, consistent heat in your home. And with Trane's whole house air filtration system, you'll breathe cleaner, healthier air. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane.
BetMGM makes pro football's big game even more exciting with a special offer for new customers. Simply sign up today and place a $1 moneyline wager on either team. And if your team wins, you'll receive $100 in free bets. That's a deal too good to pass up. But there is a catch. You have to use the bonus code PATEGAN100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. I'm pretty sure Coach Camille did it yesterday, and he's not regretting that decision one bit. Experience the big game like never before with the King of Sportsbook's innovative parlay selection features, boosted odds specials, I used that last night, and a wide variety of props and much more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code PATEGAN100 to win $100 if your $1 moneyline wager on either team in the big game is a winner. Bet with confidence at BetMGM on the most anticipated Sunday of the year. I know I will. BetMGM Sports in partnership with Hollow Casino Morgantown. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older. Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Hello? 97.5 The Fanatic's FU Money. Your chance to win $500 right now.
This may be one of my favorite just musical ditties in the world. Brings a smile to your face. Your last chance to win $500 from us here on the John Kincade Show in the Fanatic FU Money contest. Text the word traffic to 45911. That was when people used to be on the roads. Text 45911 traffic to 45911 or enter it. Last time you can do this at the 97.5 The Fanatic app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random wins $500, and everyone that enters on the app or the website is qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. Presented by Adam Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. You can get 0% financing for 6 years on an HVAC system from Adam Mechanical. Thank them for their fine patronage, too. And for everybody out there, good luck. Eight o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We really, really love having you guys aboard the show. And we thank you for being a part of everything we've got going on here today. Martin Law brings you the 8 o'clock hour, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. So where we begin this hour, you're an hour outside of our Super Bowl wagers where you can get involved in our contest too with us. So make sure that you are paying attention to that. We will do that in an hour. I heard the Mike Missinelli show yesterday afternoon, my brother's favorite radio show. And I was listening in, just trying to see what all the buzz was about. And man, it is a good show. And Mike and Ty and Natalie were having a great time. But I heard Mike twice use the same rationale, and it is a rationale that absolutely freaking drives me crazy, of sports fans. It's just the regular season. A caller asked Mike about the 76ers struggles to close out an inferior opponent the night before, and Mike said, it's February in the NBA, it's just the regular season. And then last night we see that sometimes those are harbingers of bad things to come as the Sixers managed to get blown out by a team that they should have beaten easily. And then the same ability was applied to the Flyers' inability to hold a 3-1 lead in a loss on Wednesday night. It's just the regular season. Mike even said, well, if that's happening in the playoffs, we have a concern. But if it's happening in the regular season, that stuff happens. Look, I know Mike has seen a ton of seasons, and he's lived through it all. But I hate this logic. And I hear a lot of sports fans, and I think a lot of you out there probably share that same logic. It's just the regular season. When in your memory has a championship team in any pro sport struggled throughout the regular season to do those little things? Let inferior teams constantly hang around. Not be able to, show consistent effort, closing out games and everything. It most certainly is not the norm. I was going through championship clubs last night, NBA champs, NFL champions. Truth is, if you want to have a great spring, you better have a great winter. It's proven over and over again. And this is the time that we need to see that our teams can do the things that championship clubs do. If not, all we're doing is bluffing ourselves that a magic switch is in the locker room that can be flipped come warmer weather that says, oh, remember all those lackadaisical nights and all those bad habits? Well, we're just going to flick that switch and it's over. I'm not giving up the faith at all on the Flyers or the Sixers because they've still got time to get it figured out. But folks, I've been in enough locker rooms and I've watched enough games myself. There is no freaking magic switch. Get it fixed. Fix it now when you can. Here's where we begin the 8 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, and Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille, who is now a gambling addict. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Bob, it is a pet peeve with sports radio as a whole. It's just the regular season. We'll get it figured out come the playoffs.
Yeah, I am not that guy at all. Yeah, and you know that about me.
No, I know you're not.
Yeah, I pick apart every little thing. And but look, I understand every once in a while. Look, once in a while, I'll have a practice and I'll say, oh, my God, these guys, they don't have it today. So what do? Guys, go shoot foul shots and then get out. Like sometimes you just have to realize it's not there. Last night, I throw away, uncharacteristically, I threw away that game. That's a game in February.
You just threw that away.
I threw that one away last night because they got nothing out of it. However, I will say, I agree with you. Regular season games, it's muscle memory. It's muscle. It's like anything else. It's like trying to teach your kid to do something. You can't say, well, I want you to do this, but if you don't do it sometimes, that's okay. No,
you can't.
So it's muscle memory, learning how to win, learning how to hold off teams, learning what to do. Every once in a while, does a regular season game creep in like you just described, John? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Maybe a handful out of 80, 70, whatever, but that's it. No, if it becomes the norm that it's just a regular season game, then guess what? The playoffs are just the playoffs, and you're sitting at home watching everybody else.
Yeah, I'm kind of lockstep with Bob there. You know, last night didn't mean anything to me. One, no Ben Simmons. Two, I'm not making excuses for him, but it's one of those just kind of human nature. You know, it's a back-to-back, and you have a huge game on Saturday. Your starting point guard's not playing. I get it, but I agree. There is no, like what the Washington Nationals did when they won the World Series is incredibly rare because they were.
Wait, though. They flipped that switch
in
at
September.
Memorial Day.
Yeah. You're right.
From Memorial Day on, they were 19-31 at Memorial Day.
Sure.
And then 12 games under 500.
That's rare, though.
They flipped the switch in May, and the playoffs weren't till October. So they had June, July, August, and September, and to be the hottest team in baseball down the last 60 games, and then they rode that into the postseason.
Yeah, but even that's
different.
Is rare.
That is rare.
To be that bad early and that far under 500 and to flip a switch, you know, most teams can't do that. So, you know, last night didn't bother me at all, but I agree. You can't just say
it's just the regular season.
It's the regular season.
It matters in a way. It does. I think you chalk it up to, okay, I mean, Ben Simmons is out. Like, there's an understandable reason for why they lost. I have to remind myself they are still the number one team in the East. To play devil's advocate, or to be fair, I should say, they would be the fourth seed in the West. So they They should have won that game. They were 10.5 points favorites for a reason, but,
that line was shady.
All right, gentleman asking here on social, Nicholas wants to know, Bob, was that a load management game last night? Do you believe that Ben Simmons had an injury?
He may have tweaked something. Look, if it was a playoff game, he would have played.
Correct.
Yeah, so I do think it was a rest in a period. Maybe they did it before the season.
I can't hate it anymore.
And Saturday night, he's going to have his hands full. He might be finding himself on Kevin Durant, which is a matchup I can't wait to watch.
Can't wait to see it.
It's rare that I get excited for a defensive matchup, but a Ben Simmons guarding Kevin Durant excites me.
Yeah. 610-632-0975. Steve in Huntington Valley checks in. Steve, good morning. You're on the John Kincade Show. How are you?
Hey, John. How you doing?
Good, buddy. What's going on?
Listen, I agree with you 100%, man. I mean, I heard I heard Mike. I like his show, but I heard him yesterday say it about the Flyers and the Sixers. I'm like, well, how can you not play well in the regular season and then, go to the playoffs and expect to win it all?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the regular season. This stuff happens.
I'm with you. I can't say, because they were saying that last year Sixers built for the playoffs. Well, okay, you built for the playoffs, but you going to do skip the whole regular season and just go to the playoffs?
And by the way, they were built for the playoffs, and what happened in the bubble?
Oh, they got smoked.
They wet their pants. They wet their pants.
Yeah, so, I mean, the game last night didn't bother me that much, and I know it's early in the season, but you got to win those games.
I got to tell you, Steve, I appreciate it. I agree with you. And last night, it's why today. I had it on the sheet for today, and I'm changing my mind. The Toby train, I'm not on it today as far as I'll wait and see how he plays Saturday night. But that was a game where I expect Tobias Harris to step up and be the guy. Because guess what's going to happen in the postseason? Someone is going to take away Joel Embiid. Or do their best to limit Joel Embiid. You need these secondary options to have their big games. Last night was a night where Tobias Harris needed to show me that.
Absolutely.
He didn't. I'm still a huge fan of his game, and he's had a great season overall.
But he will be getting a Venmo request from me today for $25 because he didn't hit his over.
See?
I thought that was rude of him.
I don't believe they answer those, but you can definitely check.
No, you're absolutely right. There is going to be a point where Joel Embiid cannot carry you.
And more importantly, when Mike's talking about the Flyers and they're saying, it's just the regular season, I'm thinking to myself, the Flyers have done nothing. There's no pedigree there. There's no pedigree to say that that's a team that can flip the switch.
No,
they're completely unproven.
I would say in any league, there's maybe a team a season that could flick a switch.
If LeBron was on that team,
exactly. Maybe. LeBron in the NBA, maybe a younger Sidney Crosby when he was there, whatever. But very, very few.
Yeah, it is very few, and I have to keep reminding people that they're undefeated when they have their starting rotation actually playing a full game. But what concerns me is the fact that this is back-to-back games where Seth Curry.
Yeah, we get the other one.
Yeah, we always do. Dominic DiMaggio. Seth Curry has 0 points. Started.
That was bad.
I'm wondering if COVID is having an effect.
Really?
Clearly.
Yeah, he left sick last night.
A lot of players have problems coming back 100% initially. I mean, eventually returns, but he played a lot of minutes the previous night. He only played 12 last night, but he played a lot of minutes the previous night.
Yeah, but they were unproductive minutes the other night.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't do anything with them.
They said he left because he was feeling ill-ish last
Ill-ish.
night. Yeah.
I think it's something we have to keep in mind is the fact that he had COVID and how much is that having an effect.
Oh, it's having an undeniable
effect. To score
effect.
no baskets?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on.
It's having an effect.
I can absolutely say it's having an effect. That I can absolutely believe that buy-in. To have no points in an NBA game that you start and you play significant minutes, stop it.
The bigger effect was that Ben Simmons wasn't there on the floor with him.
Correct.
It really was. Like, there was a couple of times last night where Seth Curry went to pull the trigger, and he couldn't get his shot off quick enough.
Correct.
And he had to just recoil and pass out. And the difference was you didn't have a 6'10" guy drawing his defender towards him just a step or two so that when he caught the pass, he had a fraction of an inch to get it off.
Have you been wrong by a bad breakfast? Get the breakfast you deserve with Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $4, now on select breakfast sandwiches. Justice is served at participating Wendy's for a limited time only, a single item at regular price. Now, it brings us into this next conversation because in Cooney's Corner, I think somebody needs a little help.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Well, it's funny. So it's just a carryover to the conversation we were just having, right? Yes, I mean, the obvious thing is Joel Embiid can't do this all on his own. We know that. What I was more getting at watching him play last night and watching him this season is that this, oh God, I can't believe I'm going to say this, the way he's playing might be the new norm. So does he need help?
That's our new norm.
Yeah. Does he need help from other players? Yes, but not in the way like you can't have Joel do it all. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's going to be a 30-15 guy a night. He really is. I'm convinced of that. So, what are the other roles that have to fill? One of my points was last night they didn't have their starting two guard because Seth Curry was sick. They didn't have Ben Simmons. Joel went off and did what he did. Whoever they have, Joel's going to get that. I'm convinced he's going to get 30 and 15. All he needs, help from other guys, I think, is for everybody just to stay healthy and play their games. Like Tobias Harris is a 20-point scorer. Ben Simmons, I'm fine with Ben Simmons, as I've told you guys over and over. Once everybody's out there and healthy and feeling well and with the bench that they have, the help is just go out and play your game.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're 12-0 when their starters play. You know, the Ben Simmons... If you're a hater of Ben Simmons, last night should have been a little eye-opening for you.
Or if you're a legitimate critic of Ben Simmons, for things he's deficient in. You don't have to be a hater.
Yeah, but there are a lot of haters. You look perplexed.
I am. I don't believe that. I believe there are people saying they expect more. There should be more. He should take his game to another level.
There's people that want to trade him. For a bag of balls.
Well, that's absurd.
Yeah, I agree.
It's absurd.
But his effect on this team jumped off the court in Neon last night.
It's undeniable. Undeniable.
It's undeniable, too.
You can't deny it.
Do you even know English?
You can't deny
it. Yeah, it was undeniable last night.
Bad English.
You can't ignore it. And to Jamie's point, the people out there that are Ben Simmons haters that the guy can do nothing
haters,
right.
Stop with the haters.
They are.
John, I'm
telling you,
you know
man.
me. I am a down.
No, it's just the term haters.
It's true, though.
What
do you want to call it then?
Talk.
Then what do you want to call it?
It's a critic. You're a critic of someone for a legitimate reason. A legitimate reason.
Fine. The Ben Simmons... No, because there's people out there that take that legitimate reason and they go to the nth degree with it. Where he can do nothing right. There are the fans out there that call up that, to Jamie's point, they want to trade him for a bag of balls, and they're ridiculous. Hopefully,
it's a real hoagie mouth move.
Yeah, it is a hoagie mouth move, and hopefully they watched last night and saw what we saw.
Oh, man. It's unbelievable. The whole haters thing just...
You haven't been too indoctrinated with hoagie mouths yet. And,
no, I'm
it'll come.
This, though. You do give me... If somebody is irrational, here's what I guess I try not to do. I try to not give them credence in any way. Like the idea is like the Ben Simmons haters. There's a hater. You're a hater. It's like, no, you can have legitimate criticism. Ben Simmons leaves the door wide open for people to say to him, you are not, there are parts of your game that are deficient. They're they're deficient.
All right, you exactly what
and
you said.
And that doesn't make you a hater.
You said legitimate arguments.
Yes.
When you don't have legitimate ones, when you get carried over to say he can't do anything.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And John, there are those people. It's in my vocabulary, and you know me. You lay down. It's in my vocabulary to say you're a Ben Simmons hater. Because they are out there. It's just a fact.
There are Ben Simmons critics, you're right, where they're able to point out, hey, he's an incredible defender, and his ability to attack the rim is great, and they point out all the good things. And then there are the people that never point out one good thing, and those, I know you don't like the phrase.
No, I'm not a teenage girl. I don't use the term hater. Oh, he's a hater. Because people are so sensitive to critique.
No, but you're not understanding. There are the critiques, and then there are the people that take it to another level. They are the haters.
What I say to you is, why you give them credence? Why pay attention to them? If somebody's being
that's how you blow them off. You call them a hater. Oh, you're just a Ben Simmons hater. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you haven't really talked to too many of these people yet.
I envy you.
But I think you'll be amazed. People, he's great. He can defend.
So these are hoagie mouths.
Yes. Like they downplay him being perhaps the best or top 3 defender in the league like it's nothing.
Okay, I want those kind of things where they will show you a graphic back in the day, and they'd show you like this is the man from Mesolaic times or whatever it was. Or, I don't even know if that was a term. And they'd show you. I'm really going to have to start to be able to define the hoagie mouth.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to help me with this. So that would be a hoagie mouth.
If Flyers are on a power play and you're in the stadium and you yell shoot, you're a hoagie mouth. Yeah.
Shoot! Yeah. Shoot! Yeah, there you go. Because it really does help the players. Yeah. By the way, guys, there's never been a better time to take the trip to the Pick. The Piccalilli Inn is here with food for breakfast.
I can smell it.
Get your orders in now for the big game and enjoy their award-winning wings, tails, and ears. I love that.
There's multiple
wings,
sauces out there.
Get your orders in now. Take advantage of the Picks, fast, easy, and safe drive-through and curbside pickup. You never even have to get out of your car. I've been looking forward to this. You guys bragging about this.
I've never had it. I've only heard amazing things, so I'm very excited.
Jamie?
I have had it, and I was doing a happy dance last night when I found out they were coming in.
Dominic in South Philadelphia joins us. Dominic, how are you, brother?
Good, John. I'm good. I just the whole hater thing, as far as Ben Simmons, absolutely. Like there's 1,000,000% there's haters. That's all we hear. Because you could be a critic, which I'm a Ben Simmons fan, but I am critical that he could become better as an offensive player. That being said, he's constantly buried on this radio station, on the other radio station, all over social media because he doesn't do one thing great.
Wow.
Meanwhile, he does 5 other things extremely well, like, top 3 in the league well, like assisting on 3-pointers.
But
like
Dominic, I think you're letting the portion of the fan base that does that. There's no way. Believe me, I did mass consumption of the sports radio market. I do not believe that the vast majority of people are Ben Simmons haters that are on the radio. I don't get that at all.
I don't think vast majority.
Not a majority.
I think there is a faction that is, but there is a faction of apologists for Ben Simmons also. Complete apologists.
I would guess, and I'm just making this up, there's no scientific data, 20 to 25% of Sixers fans
are Ben Simmons detractors.
Yes.
Yes. Guess what? I would have no problem with that. That sounds logical to me. But the thing is why give the fringe people such a voice? Like, why take them as being like, man, this fan base, because people say, this Philly fan base, man, they really are all over Ben Simmons. They're haters. They're such proportion. When it's a portion of loudmouths, hoagie mouths, that are calling this out.
Well, I mean, sports radio was founded on hoagie mouths.
I think the vast majority of fans, I'm going to say vast majority of fans, no, Ben Simmons has to work on this, but he's great at this and great at that.
Yeah.
I just always think that people love to expose the lowest common denominator and try to make it out like that's the norm.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Guess what? Cable news does it.
Yeah,
Cable news loves it. They love to find the lowest common denominator, and they try to put those people out there and try to depict them as the norm, when in reality, they're not the norm. When in reality, if you just look at it, half the people right now feel one way, half the people feel another way.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's where we're at. It's not it. There you go, Taylor. Oh, Coach is going to be excited.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be running back in
Coach
here
is going to be very excited if he hears that. I said, so it does surprise me sometimes. I just want to see. I'm hoping that Ben Simmons can take his game to another level because I'm really impressed with his defense. I think is just. It's a beauty to watch.
Oh, it's
beautiful to watch.
So much fun. And last night I was thinking of this too. When they started to get when Portland went on their run and started to separate a little bit, I was wondering if it was in Doc Rivers' mind saying, God, I wish I had Ben Simmons so I could go to that 2-3 zone and see what happens again.
Because to me, Bob, I'm always a believer. I used to preach it to the teams that I coached, is that defense is all effort.
Sure.
Defense is all effort. You have to be totally into giving the effort to play defense.
Yeah, you have to want to do it.
Everyone loves playing offense.
Yeah.
Everyone loves playing offense. But do you have the dedication to play a strong defensive game? And that's something where I admire Simmons a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the harder thing to do because, look, I mean, chicks dig scoring, right? Chicks dig putting the ball in the hoop. Defense is something that you really got to look out for it. You got to know what you're looking for. You have to notice it. And he doesn't have a jump shot, but, man, he is a shut-down defender.
And there are guys who hang around the NBA 2 and 3 years past what they maybe can contribute because of the fact they have that skill set that they can bring that, and maybe they can bring it 8 minutes a game.
Well, think about it. It's something that doesn't really leave you. right? So I could be a scorer and my shot's off, or something to that effect. Defense is something that you can really bring with you every night, and when you have something like that that's so beneficial to a team, it's something that a coach treasures. And Ben Simmons, I had a guy tell me one time, talk about haters. Oh yeah, well he's 6'10", he's a point guard. Of course he's good on defense. He's bigger than everybody else. Like, oh my God.
Hey, Jamie has some crazy prop bets that he's enjoying this weekend. He's going to share with us. Plus, we check out Pat's takes. It's all going to be fun. Stick around for us. The Friday edition of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I knew this when I was coming home to Philly and we were launching a radio show. I knew that I wanted this guy to be a part of it. That's Steven Singer Jewelers. Because for years I knew that Steven Singer Jewelers was delivering for their fans. They were delivering for the guy who doesn't know how to buy a great gift. And look, every one of us at one time or another has blown it. We've had a bad gift. We've given something that was inappropriate. We've given something that she really didn't want. I promise you, peruse IHateStevenSinger.com. Go to the website today. You will find 2 or 3 things that jump out at you. You will find 2 or 3 things that make, you would think, put a big smile on your lady's face. And then it's going to put a big smile on your face when you find out how much it costs. Or really, should I say, how little. And their 24-karat gold, real gold dipped roses are spectacular. You will absolutely think about this for Valentine's Day. And with free shipping right now at IHateStevenSinger.com, this is the absolute no-brainer. Get it in now. Think about it now. You are 8 days out of Valentine's Day. My friends at Steven Singer Jewelers, check out IHateStevenSinger.com.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic presents our Super Sunday pregame show with Devon Gibbons and Jamie Lynch. Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m.
Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Breaking down the big game every way possible, from prop bets to money lines, over-unders, and more.
97.5 The Fanatic Super Sunday pregame show. Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Yo, Philadelphia, Anthony Gargano talking remotely with my childhood friend Bob Marino, President, Spring Garden Lending's Mid-Atlantic region. I need to hug Bob.
Sit down for this one, Ant.
What?
Spring Garden Lending is now providing up to 30 years fixed-rate permanent financing at phenomenal rates for real estate developers and investors for their rental properties.
More details, please.
The product, Permanent Plus, is for financing single and multifamily projects with a loan range of $75,000 to $3 million.
That's huge. That's like Sixers huge.
You got that right, Ant. This is the big leagues now.
Wow, real estate developers and investors, listen up. Not only is Spring Garden Lending one of the region's fastest growing companies, not only are they faster than a bank and less expensive than hard money lenders, but now they are providing 30-year fixed rate permanent financing at out-of-the-park rates. Spring Garden Lending, a private lender specializing in bridge loans, and now 30-year fixed permanent financing for real estate investments in the Philly market. It's Bob. Call now.
Want to get an edge for your weekend betting? Check out Rob Motti Saturday nights from 6 to 10 p.m.
Sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Before you put your hard-earned money down, get strategic info for the best odds and enhanced odds boosts. Place any bet you want, but before you do, check out Rob Motti Saturdays from 6 to 10 p.m. Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let me be straight with you. This is a radio commercial for 3 small business insurance. The policy has no fine print. It's clear what's covered. So while you can't see the following scene, just know that this pet store is protected by 3.
Joe, did you leave the snake tank open?
Look, I don't want to point fingers, but yes.
It's biting me. Sorry, sir. I'm calling my lawyer.
They're going to need some help with this mess. Luckily, they have 3. No fine print, just exceptional coverage. 3 is a product of Berkshire Hathaway Direct Insurance Company. 3. No nonsense, just common sense.
Good afternoon. Would you like to try a free sample of our double fudge brownie?
Oh, sure.
That's very good. I'll just